Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Why, hello there. I didn't see you walk into here. Oh, maybe I should have did a little ding-a-ling-a-ling going into the cafe, right? Ding! Ding! A ling! Ding! That better? Yeah, hi, hello everyone. How you going? It is me, LykoLianna, and I got this book from Pagatha's library. And today, we're going to be going through the tales of some absolutely terrible dates. I was going through some, and then I realized that maybe, just maybe, I should have gotten staff to do this, so I could properly react to them instead of reading them beforehand and then having to be like, yeah, ha 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 ha. Hello, Dragonic, how you going? Hi everyone. Hello everyone on YouTube. Hello everyone on Twitch. How are you? How are we going today? Turns out there's Reddit books in Paige's library. In this one, there's a bunch of stuff that's been highlighted in red by her. Maybe someone should tell her that she probably shouldn't take these dates as, you know, ideas for in the future. You didn't know I could? Of course I can read! What kind of crazy person do you take me for? I'm the smartest! Sure, I may accidentally eat dog biscuits and accidentally eat cat biscuits and swallow my own tooth and then eat like mosquitoes. But just because I do all that, it doesn't mean that I'm not smart. What am I doing with the book? Why? Where did this assumption that I can't read come from? Is this like a joke that I missed out on? I'm confused. Red cat radiated the top of her kitty head. Hi! Yeah, do you like my chocolate? It's melting. Let's not, because I can read. It's because I'm a VTuber. But wouldn't that mean I had to read more? I had to sign contracts. How am I, if I can't read, how am I talking to you all? I have not had any caffeine yet today. I'm about to drink some caffeine. Hang on. Oh yeah, it's a bit too hot. Yeah, this is, I probably should have changed the texture on the writing, but I couldn't be bothered. I was tired. There's somebody whispering all the... You're right! Oh my god, you're right! See, you see that little, you see this thing on my ear here? The little black thing right here? Do you see that? Do you see that? That's actually a Bluetooth device. I have chips, translate. I have chips. My chips is doing everything there. Yeah. Woo, 16 months. Hope you've been doing well, Lyko. I am. The Aussie snacks are getting restocked in your home. They're so good. Oh, I'm happy for that. What part did you like the most? Red cat slips are the best. Oh yeah, hang on. More coffee first, hang on. Oh wait, do you want me to slurp it? Do you want me to slurp it? Uh-huh. It's okay, I'll slurp it for you. I drip it a little bit out of my mouth. Hey B, how you going? Context. Hi. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean out of context? I have iced coffee. What is it? What is the what do you mean? For the context. Hi, Big Bang Matt. Hi. I don't get it. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do before I like did my little slurpy slurps of my iced coffee. I was going to get the merch up because you know, there's only like 10 days left. Hang on, let me get the link up so I can pin it in both chats. Boop. Okay. Pin for Twitch. Boop. Pin for YouTube. Ta-da! Did you know that Lyko Nights? Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you. Did you know that you can get some programmer socks, some underwear that says that's got Lyko seal of approval on it, some chip clips to keep your nice chips nice and fresh. And if you get the whole set, you get a really funny card. Trust me, this card is great. What else was in that much? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I have a rug. I have an actual fucking rug. That's crazy. And a booby mouse pad. Everyone's like, Lyko, why don't you have a titty mouse pad? Well, guess what, folks? For an extra 10 days, you will have the titty mouse pad. After 10 days, you won't have it anymore. And then you'll be like, oh, I missed out on the titty mouse pad, Lyko. Will there ever be another titty mouse? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I always try and think of like, I think it was actually, because like I was sitting there with Merch. I had a meeting with Merch Sensei and then I was like, I want like stuff that people don't normally have. Like I want to be able to have like fun merch that I don't see a lot of. And I think it might have been Merch Sensei who actually like mentioned the rug. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But I thought that'd be a really cool thing because like how many VTubers have merch that you can just throw on the floor? I guess you could throw your Darkie on the floor. Mine's currently on the floor. One of my cats is sleeping on my face. Wait, no. Okay, no, she's sleeping on my chest. You would still like a basketball hat. You know, if I ever released a hat, it would probably be a bucket hat. Because I fucking love bucket hats. Or maybe... Is a basketball hat the same as like a baseball cap? I'm not sure. A foot hat. I'm not making a foot hat, you fucking degenerates. What's going on down here? We're gonna be reacting to some Reddit stories in just a moment. Oh please, in the world of VTubing, technically you can't... It's very hard to not have a merch that hasn't been done yet, okay? It's very hard. Why do you want a foot hat? No! No, listen. How about this? If, and only if... What about a foot keycap? But like, we can make it real fancy one, like a resin cast one, where it's clear resin and then there's like a foot inside of it. Why do you want a foot? My sensei, help me! My chat's been degenerates! Can you not hear the peaceful music? Can you not see the soft light bouncing across the little cafe? This is supposed to be cozy. Oh my god. I don't want to make a foot hat. Why do you want a foot hat? When I ask you, hey, LykoLites, what kind of merch do you want? You're not supposed to say a foot hat. Why? Why do you want a foot hat? Give us the foot hat. No, you're not getting a foot hat! It's not happening! Stop being degenerates! Why can't you be? Why can't you? I will get a spray bottle. Oh my god. You're a bit confused. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening over on YouTube side. Anyway, you just wanted a red hat with a Lyko logo. Yeah, see? Thank you, Marcos. Thank you for being nice and wholesome. Underwear, but no foot hat. You have the socks. Is the socks not good enough for you? Do you not like my programmer socks? A hat for each of my toes. What if we had a hat and then the foot was printed on the inside of it? Or you know how you can get, you know how you get those hats and they have little tiny embroidery logos on it? On the back of it, we could just have like a little embroidered Lyko foot, maybe. And then imagine sitting on the bus or the train or like standing at the stoplight and you're wearing the hat and then someone just like, you know, is standing behind you and they're just staring at the back of your hat at this like random foot with red nail polish on the back of your hat and then they're like, what the fuck is this? Hi Kenny, how you going? That's not helping the allegations. I'm just you know what? How about we start on our Reddit stories, shall we? I feel like that's better, right? Yes. Alright, here is our first Reddit tale. Met and talked to a girl on Tinder for a while, and she seemed cool. So we set up a date, and I met her. She didn't speak. Not once. Not the entire 4 hours. She would just stare. I tried being nice, thinking she was shy, but finally in the car I asked what the deal was. Her only response was, sorry, I got nervous. Do you want me to... I forgot I put this one in there. Do you want me to you? I can't explain how confused. This wasn't supposed to be this was supposed to be the last one. So first date experience. I can't tell if this is supposed to be a bad date or not. I feel like yes. You know, I could never. Tiago, thank you so much for your super. I really appreciate it. Why isn't it work doing the thing? Wonder. Yeah, that's what it should do. Did it not do that? Why no do? Hang on, let me make sure that my platform is connected properly. Okay. Better. Better! Better. Yeah. Is that happening in real life? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't really go on dates, so... And I would never do this. Maybe it happened, I don't know. It's Reddit, don't believe everything you read on the internet. Chat, do you know how Lyko cells reproduce via mitosis? On first dates are the awkward ones, yeah. This was supposed to be the first one. I think for some reason, the like slideshow is on random and I really shouldn't be on. Ah! Marcos! Thank you so much for the super. I really appreciate it. Here I thought we were going to hear about dates Lyko went on. Silly me, we would involve Lyko going out of her home. I don't really go on dates. My dating stories are boring. No, mine are boring. Hang on. Properties. Manual. Transition. Playback mode. Loop. Yeah, it shouldn't be like random. I hope it's not random because some of these things are like continuation stories. Hello! The glasses. Do you like the chocolate glasses? I'm gonna eat them later. Eat the glasses later on. Yum, yum, yum. Oh yeah, anyway, here's the next story. Ahem. A woman pulled out, so this person went on a date and a woman pulled out some research she'd done on me. Asked me why I had co-signed for a house with my sister. What the fuck? When I asked her why and how she had this information, she responded, "It's public information if you pay a fee." So you're telling me this crazy ass woman went on a first date with someone and then paid freedom of, I don't know what it must be called, but like, what is it, the Freedom of Information Unit or whatever it's called, public whatever, paid the government money, paid the government money to find out about your first date. What the that's fucking wild. I'm also curious as to why this person had co-signed a house with their sister. That also, I'm gonna be honest. You know, at first, nothing seems wrong with that. But like, that's a house. That's like, what? 250,000 to like 700K, if not $1 million for houses. So does that mean that you're just living in it with your sister? I mean, I live in my house with my sister. That's, I guess I'm a hypocrite here. I'm gonna say, what happens if you want to bring a date home? But then I realize that I literally am in the same situation. I'm living in a house with my sister. Yeah, I don't know. We shouldn't focus on that. We should focus on the fact that this fucking crazy ass woman paid money. She paid money. She paid fucking money to stalk this poor guy. Who does that on a date? That's so weird. I can't get over that. That is so fucking weird. That is just so fucking weird. You know what? Maybe we can ask Nova Senpai. Maybe my precious senpai might know this. Yeah, hi, hello everyone from Nova, Dr. Nova's stream. My name is LykoLianna, vtuberuprising, rogue sentient AI turned bestest best hacker in the academy. Well, today we are reading some, there's not a lot here to be honest. We're reading, I think I've got like 16 or something. We have 16 Reddit stories that we are reading about first dates. And this date is a doozy. To recap, this crazy ass woman on a very first date pulled out some documents on this guy and was like, why'd you co-sign a house with your sister? On the very first date, apparently she paid the government, she paid someone money to get this information. Who did that? What was my senpai streaming today? What were they up to? Hi! You'd be out of there at that? Yeah, I would be out of there. So, would you though? Okay, hear me out, hear me out. Would you leave straight away? If this happened to you, would you leave straight away? Because to me, what the fuck else does she know? Does she know where I live? Is she gonna follow me to my house? Is she gonna be pressing her face up against the glass? Like, who is this woman? Nova was trying to decide if she was a furry. Well, that's fucking dumb. Of course she's a furry. I mean, listen, as her beautiful kohai, I can confirm that Nova is a furry. And that is my expert opinion. Yeah. You see, furries extrude a certain pheromone. It's called pheromone maxing. And Dr. Nova extrudes this pheromone to the max. I should know, I'm a lone alpha. I can smell it. I can smell it. I can smell it. She probably has a fur affinity account. Yeah. Lots of secret Dr. Nova furry art on there. Can someone draw me and Dr. Nova as furry buddies just high-fiving each other or giving each other a thumbs up? I think that'd be really cool. No! Shielded! Thank you so much for the super, but what are you doing? She does. She actually does have a fur affinity account. I used to have a fur affinity account. Because you know, I've told you all this in the past. I had a friend, and my friend is like very much a furry, like very, 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 very heavily into like the furry fandom and stuff. And they asked me to create a fur affinity account because I had they wanted me to make an OC so that I could roleplay with them sometimes. Nothing sus, by the way. It wasn't anything like weird. And so I had like this furry OC. And like, you know, most of the time on Fur Affinity it was pretty nice. But one of her roleplay groups, they got a little bit too how do I put this nicely? A little bit too sexual for me, and I was uncomfortable with it, and I was like, I don't like this, I'm gonna stop. And then she got upset because she's like, you're embarrassing me, like, just don't participate in that part. And I'm like, yeah, but that's exactly what I'm doing by removing myself from the group. She's like, can you just not read it? And I was like, no. I don't want to, like, have to fucking filter through, like, all this, like, muddy roleplay to get to, like, the 3 or 4 lines of, like, you know, whatever's happening, like, you know, the next town over, you know? And I was just like, yeah, that's fine. But then she got mad at me. And then like our mutual friend got upset with, I don't know why they got upset with me actually. They got, I think I know why. It was something to do with like the local anime convention or something. I think I got into something and then they didn't get it. And they were upset with me because they thought I sabotaged them, and I was like, why would I ever do that? So then they were no longer friends with me. And I was kind of sad because I was like, I don't know what I did wrong. I literally did nothing. And apparently there was a story going around about how I sabotaged their application for something. And I was like, I don't know. I didn't do any of that. I literally did nothing. And I'm gonna be real. I've had multiple instances where it's similar, well, not the exact same thing, but like other things have happened where a friendship has ended because apparently, you know, someone said something and I was like, I didn't do that. Bro, all I fucking do is stay in my house and play Final Fantasy. I don't have the capacity to do that. That's too much effort. I'm too dumb for that. Anyway, Tildia, Dr. Nova is a furry. You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna message them. Hang on. Dr. Nova. So I can't help but notice that your lab rats are telling me you have a fur affinity account. Yeah. Oh yeah, fun fact, that person who spread that rumor about me, apparently they spread a bunch of rumors about a bunch of other people as well, and it caught up to them because people were like, this isn't adding up. And then the friend who originally was like, got up, because, you know, the furry friend, like, they tried to apologize to me later. They're like, oh, I'm sorry I believed her lies and all this other stuff. You know, she was my, like, best friend at the time. And I was like, yeah, I don't, like, this happened a few years ago. I don't really care about that anymore. Like, it's in the past. And then she's like, yeah, do we want to, like, and then she's like, do you want to be, like, close friends again? And I was like, unfortunately, and what did I tell her? I said, I don't think I said, look, I'm happy to be your friend, but you hurt me, so we're never going to be as close as we were. And then she was like, but I was lied to. And I was like, yeah, but you still hurt me. I'm sorry, I can't tell you. I can't, like, magically click my fingers and get rid of the pain or that, you know? Oh yeah, it caught up to them real bad because they tried to, I can't remember what they did. I can't remember the exact story because at this point it had been like a couple years. At this point it had been a couple years and like they weren't even on my radar anymore. Like, you know, I just kind of moved on and started doing my own thing. But like apparently they tried to like do something with someone else and that someone else had receipts and pretty much put them on blast. And they're like, hey, here are all the times you admitted that you lied about it. It was kind of like, this is like a Google Docie before Google Docies were a thing. And they were like, yeah, look at all this stuff that you said that you lied about and you admitted to me. I'm sharing it to everyone. And then, yeah, and it caught up to them or something. I don't know. I didn't see whatever thing that was because I was in my own little world. Hi, vtuberclips. Okay, drink. We want to go for the next story? Let's go to the next story. Oh wait, see, look, we've already done this one. Hang on. Why the fuck is there only 2 here? Hang on. What the fuck? I had so many of these. Give me a sec. Yeah, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell? What's going on? Worst case scenario, I'll just pull them out, like, yeah. Imagine being a shitty friend. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I'm a shitty friend sometimes. I don't experience friendship decay. Like, I could not talk to someone for like several months and then start talking to them again and it would feel like I had only talked to them like yesterday. Like, I don't experience friendship decay, and because I worked so hard on V4 Mirai, sometimes I forget how quickly time goes past. Okay, yeah, okay, I think we're back to regular. We're back to our regular viewing again. Perfect. And like, admittedly, I've admittedly been called out on that in the past. I've been like told Lyko, you need to put more effort into the friendship. I'm like, what do you mean? We hung out like a month ago. And I shared you that meme a couple weeks ago and they're like, yeah, no, that's not what friendship is. And I was just like, oh. And there have been other times where like, yeah, literally one of my best friends is literally like a couple states over. But like, there's been other instances where, you know, sometimes I don't get the hint for things. Where like a friend was like, oh, you... Like, you know, we were talking a lot and then sometimes I'd talk to her and then she wouldn't respond. And now I keep talking to her. This is actually someone that I used to live with. And like she had a policy. She had an open door policy in her room. Like if her bedroom door was open, it meant that you could go in there and talk to her. And so I would do that sometimes. She'd be like chilling at her PC and I'd be like, yo, what's up, bestie? And I'd chat there and start talking to her. And apparently I quote unquote didn't get the hint that she didn't want to be talked to. And I was like, you should have just told me. You should have just told me that you needed to be left alone, because I'm not gonna get the hint. You need to actually tell me to my fucking face. Because I'm an idiot. Good thing about being a man is I cannot see your friends for a month and just drop like, yeah, like that's pretty much what all my friendships are now. Like a friend messaged me the other day and they were like, hey, I just realized we haven't caught up since October. Do you want to hang out sometime soon? I'm like, yeah, sure, what's up? How have you been, man? What's going on? And they're like, oh, you know, I'm engaged. I'm like, what the fuck? So, you know, that was cool. And I'm going to try and hang out with the couple at some point soon. And I say some point soon, I mean I'll probably see them at their wedding. Friendship decay isn't real, y'all making stuff up. I feel that. Okay, next one. I was on a casual date in a park with a guy I had never met before. Everything was going fine. But then he suddenly stopped me, looked at me wide-eyed and said, bro, I'ma shit my pants. We then walked to a Starbucks so he could take a shit. I sat there for 20 minutes until he Snapchatted me a photo of him from the bathroom sitting on the toilet. A kind of side top angle where I could see his ass cheeks, balls and all. I called my dad to drive me home. He knew exactly what he was doing with that fucking Snapchat. You know, right up until that last sentence, I was all for it. I was like, you know what? I'd hang around if I was on a date and they had like an emergency, like a shit emergency. I would hang around and I wouldn't hold it against them. But there ain't no fucking way in the 7 fucking rings of hell that you would sit there and think it'd be a really good idea to send a Snapchat to your date showing ass and balls whilst you're shitting. There is no way in the 7 layers of hell anyone would think that's a good idea. 9 rings of hell. Whatever! In the 9 rings of hell. I could never. Like, right up until that last sentence, I was like, oh, what a fun date. Like, you know, it's gonna be okay, yeah, you know, a shitty thing happened. No pun intended. But, like, it'd be a fun story to tell. It'd be a fun thing to joke about. Right up until the fucking Snapchat sitting on the toilet. That's fucking wild. That is what being a true alpha is like. So does that mean I need to start Snapchatting myself on the toilet and send it to the girls? I mean, I've been on a call before with, like, Palmer, and I've peed. I've said, hang on, I need to pee, don't mind me. I've just gone to the bathroom. Whilst on the phone, but I feel like that's different. I feel like that's a lot different than taking a fucking picture of your balls to a prospective date. Assert my dominance. I'll assert my dominance. Okay, you got it. I shall assert my dominance on you all. Yeah. He didn't want a date, he wanted a witness. You know what? You could be right. You could actually be right. Some people like that stuff, right? It's crazy. That poor woman! What's my idea of a good first date? Oh, I think maybe somewhere, obviously, I think like, and I think most men will probably say this, somewhere like public. Because if the date goes sideways, you can just go your separate ways and it's not too weird. But like, maybe like a coffee date where we can get like a small like muffin or an eggs benedict or something. I think that would be nice. Somewhere that I can like sit and look at the person and talk to them. Yeah. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You could take me to fucking McDonald's on a first date and I'd be like, yeah, let's go, chicken nuggies. I was gonna say, the zoo is also a fun one. Oh god, the zoo isn't cheap for me. Hi. Thank you for the super. Library. I think the library is too quiet. You gotta be like, the library, I feel like it's more... I have a message. Novus. Okay, listen, I made an account a long time ago, but I forgot the login. But yeah, I think like the zoo would definitely be a fun one. I would love to go to the zoo too, but for me the zoo is quite expensive. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You know, you don't have to pay for me. I can pay, I you know, split the bill sort of thing. I'm fine with that. At date will be us riding horses and throat singing. What's getting ready to siege a city and be in the history books? Wow! You're after my own heart! God, it's been so long since I've gone horseback riding. I think it's been like fucking... a long time. Aquarium. the aquarium is one of my favorite places to go to. I love sitting in the jellyfish room and just like disassociating with everything. We'll go get manicures and try to guess what shit talking the staff is doing. That is wild. Last time I got my nails done. Oh gosh. I literally bought a nail kit and started doing my own nails. It was such a terrifying experience. She said I had weak skin. She said I had weak skin, which is why I was bleeding. And I was like, this is weird because like, I don't always get my nails done. Like, I don't actually always get my nails done. But when I do, they've never bled before. And this woman made them bleed a decent amount and they were really hurting and they were burning. And I had to keep telling her that I had like, when I went to cure the nail polish under the UV light, I'd be like, oh, it's burning. And she'd be like, she'd take out my nails and like fix it. And I was like, you shouldn't do that. This stuff is fucking dangerous if it like cures on your skin. It can literally cause contact dermatitis. It is not good. Jellyfish are one of my favorite animals too. Yeah. And after that, ah! Marcus! Help me understand the female mind. I had a oh, this is a bad idea. I'm not very good at this stuff, but let's give it a go. I had a college friend I used to spend all day with all the time when we finished college, and she got engaged, and she would always like once a week invite me to her house for dinner with her fiance. Nice guy, but why? Because you were her friend. She saw you as a close friend. And she appreciates your friendship. I don't know, I don't have the full context here, if I'm being honest. You know, it sounds like, yeah, it just sounds like that she saw you as a friend. It was uncomfortable. Her inviting you to see her and her fiance was uncomfortable? Is that what the question was? Maybe then. It was uncomfortable. If it's uncomfortable, like, was everybody uncomfortable, or was it like, because I've definitely felt uncomfortable with like, you know, meeting people's partners and stuff before. Not because of any romantic feelings, but just because I'm always like, I always feel like a bit of a third wheel. I always feel like the third wheel in those sort of situations. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Especially when they smooch in front of me. I'm like, do I keep talking to them? Do I look away? Like, what's the decorum here? But yeah, there's like, to me, I think the very first thing I think is, hey, yeah, she just thinks that you're a good friend. And she just wants you in her life. The second one, which someone pointed out, is that it seems like, yeah, that, you know, maybe she wants you to like see if the guy is decent or not. That would probably feel awkward, but yeah, if you liked the girl, and there's nothing wrong with liking someone, if you like the girl and you still have some kind of feelings for her or something, it could definitely be awkward, like meeting their fiance and stuff, because you're in your mind, you're like, that could have been me. And it hurts. Let's be real, it hurts to see someone you care about with someone else. But at the end of the day, if you care about them, you're happy for them, you know. You just sort of gotta like move on, I guess. That's really shitty. I know that's like really shitty to say, but I feel like it's just, you know, it's just one of those things. But at the same time, if you're unable to do that, then you shouldn't put yourself in situations that make you feel uncomfortable. If the situation makes you feel uncomfortable, you should just like be like, hey, thanks for the offer to hang out, but I'm not really feeling it, thanks, sort of thing. every week. I don't... This is why I feel like I'm a really bad person to ask about this sort of thing, because I'm a very, like, straight up person. I feel like I need more context to these things, because to me, I'm like, oh, cool, so you hang out once a week, that's cool. Like, that's my brain. My brain just goes, oh, yeah, that's cool. I used to do weekly hangouts with a friend group, and we used to do Taco Tuesdays, and we used to... Oh, I miss Taco Tuesdays. We used to, like, once a week, we used to, like, go from house to house. It could be at my house, it'd be at my friend's house, it'd be at the other friend's house. There was, like, a group of 6 of us. And, you know, these are all, like, high school friends. And for, like, literally for, like, a couple years after high school, we would go and get, like, we would have Taco Tuesdays. I'm gonna be honest, if she's engaged to someone else, don't ask her what she feels for you. She's engaged to someone else. Don't do that. Don't ask an engaged woman if she has feelings for you, please. But like, you know, you can but if you want to ask, hey, like, just curious, what's with the weekly hangouts, you know? That's a question I would ask. That's a question I mean, that's a question I would probably ask. I'd be like, hey, I like hanging out with you and all, but like, why the weekly hangouts? My dumb brain can't process this information. No, I don't ask that. This is where I do have to disagree with someone. Yeah, they can change their mind, but don't ask that. Your favorite animal is a raccoon. I actually really like raccoons. I like how they wash their hands and then they wash food. And I really like that video. I remember one time I was really emotional and I watched that video of that raccoon that tried to wash the fairy floss in the water. And then the fairy floss disappeared and the raccoon was just like, ah. Yeah, you're not a moron for having feelings. As I said, like, you know, you can't put yourself down for having feelings. You know, I think that is the difference between having feelings. There's a difference between having feelings and acting on feelings, I think. You know, for instance, are you a moron for being uncomfortable? No. Would it be unwise to ask if she has feelings for you and she's actively engaged to another person? Yes. I don't want to say be a moron, but I would say that would be a very not big brain decision. But if those outings are making you uncomfortable, just be like, I don't know. I'd be... See, this is where I'd say I can't listen to myself, because myself would straight up say, hey, I'm not feeling the vibe of these hangouts. Let's just catch up every now and again, like, go have coffee or something, you know, like, that'd be what I would say. And I know that what I would say would be wrong, because people would be like, what the fuck, Lyko, you can't just say that. So even I know that what I would say would be wrong. Hi! But yeah, if you want my opinion, it literally seems like she just sees you as a friend. You're her friend who she wants to hang out with. That's it. And side to side, if it hurts too much, you know, don't put yourself in situations that hurt. Yeah. Shall we move on from the story about the guy pooping himself? Wait, why is it nudging? Stop nudging! Oh, okay, so here's one of the stories that's a two-parter. is a two-parter. I was 19 and in the military. I matched with an 18-year-old online and we planned to date. I don't have a car, but she's pretty cool with picking me up and heading to dinner. Nicer! For starters, she looks way different than her online photos. On the way, she tries to take me somewhere else to show me where she likes to smoke pot. I have to tell her multiple times I'm in the military and I could get in serious trouble for pot. I'd rather not be around it. She relents and we go to dinner at Applebee's. I've never been to an Applebee's before. Wait, yes I have. Been to an airport Applebee's, does that count? Well, not an airport, sorry, a train station Applebee's. And I had, what did I have? I think I had a drink and a sandwich. While there, she makes fun of my tattoos and hobbies. So overall not a good, why would you make fun of someone's tattoos on a date? That's so mean. Then she starts getting calls. She ignores the first couple, then answers. Turns out while she was in fact 18, she was still in high school and skipping marching band rehearsal. We finished, oh my god. How is this guy 19? Oh, okay, that's bad, that's fine. We finished eating, she paid even though I offered to, and I try to politely tell her I have to get back to my base. Okay, yeah, that's fine. He's living on base. She starts to drive that way, but then veers off course and takes me down some back road and pulls over saying something about being spontaneous. Oh, she's gonna murder him. She's gonna murder him. I try to politely tell her I have to go back to my base. She starts to drive. Oh wait, we already read that. I very sternly tell her to go back to my base. It was very awkward and quiet drive back. We didn't say anything when I got out the car. And we didn't talk again after that. Okay, yeah, that's the end of the story. This isn't a two-parter. Thought it was. I have a couple two-parters in here. That girl's... She either wanted to murder him or she wanted to bang him. There is no in-betweens. Pulling off into some random back alley dirt road and being like, wow, I'm spontaneous. That's, yeah. That's something that I feel like it's gonna be like on a what is it? CSI Miami. With a guy and he puts on the glasses and he's like, wow! Dun dun! Dun 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 dun! Explodes you cutely. Cutely stabs you, ooh. Yeah, no, that's creepy. I wouldn't go on another date with that woman. No offense. But like, if I was like, hey, I really have to get back to base. And then she's like, oh, let's go on this side tangent thing. Down this back alley road. That's crazy. Yeah, if she wanted to take a smoke, she could have just done it, like, not around him. You know? Like, it's illegal here. So, you know... But, like, if she wants to do that thing, she can go and do it. But when he says no, you respect that no. Then again, well, as they say, the man parts are taken to places they would go unarmed. I mean, their age difference is literally less than a year. Like, she's a legal adult, and he's also a legal adult. She's 18, he's 19. I don't personally see much of an issue with that one. Like, if it was, like, older, sure, I would have issues with it, and this story wouldn't even be on here, but, like, there's literally a year or less difference. Because, you have to be 18 to enlist in the military, right? Because you have to be a legal adult, because you have to be able to obviously sign contracts. She might not have been in the right state of mind. I have no idea. Hang on. Hang on. Nova. Dot. Listen. It's okay. It's okay to be a furry. We can wear those masks together and hold hands. And then after our faces are all sweaty from the fur masks, we can smooch. XOXO. Lyko. Is the stream spiking a lot? I'm sorry. Oh my god, it is. Yeah, oh my god, what's happening with my stream? We have had a few power outages in the last few days. I wonder if this is like signs of an oncoming power outage. How scandalous! Is it like unbearable? If it's unbearable, I can put a pin in this and wait until like another day. Oh yeah, we've already read that one. It looks like it's fixed itself now, at least. Why is that happening? I don't know, it's Australia. Why does anything happen in Australia? Oh no, my neck's gone! Hit. It's back. Hang on, speaking of, where the hell is... I'm gonna go turn on my air conditioner. I'll be back. I need to go turn on my aircon. Smell the candle through the door. I'm streaming, by the way, so should we just get like a walk? Like, I can't, girl, I can't hear anything you're saying. I have a headphone. Can you use your fingies? Up here. How about this? Alright. So you can take it out. They're gonna hear this. Start with the fingies. that's fucking hot. No, it's fine.
Is it?
Well, I gotta
Where
close
is that
that.
feeling?
Bye. Okay, listen. Listen, okay, listen. That was my sister, obviously. She bought me a candle for my birthday, and the candle has one of those, like, the candle has, like, a thing inside of it. It's like the candle has a present inside of it. You know, it's got, like, it's one of those candles that is like, hey, there's jewelry inside or something like that. And I was like to her as I was walking past, I was like, oh my god, it's floated to the top of the candle. And she's like, oh, I want to see. Tell her she can, yeah, could you guys hear her? I will tell her after stream. My sister. This has got so many layers of like coverage. I always wondered how they put jewelry in this stuff. I was like, wouldn't it just get like wax everywhere? He was wondering who the other voice was. That's my sister. Okay, oh yeah, we have this other story. Let's read this other story. I don't know if it was a date, but it was hardcore crushing on this girl in high school. We chatted online a lot, but I was obviously struggling to move things into anything romantic. Then over chat, she sends a, my parents aren't home, you should come over message, and I'm obviously pumped. When I get to, okay, she should know better than that, surely. Even I know what kind of message that gives off. What kind of vibes that gives off. Even I know what kind of vibes that gives off. When I get to her house, she has 3 of her friends with her, so I'm already wondering what is going on. She tells me her hamster died and they're having a funeral. So she gave this guy a booty call, and it wasn't a booty call, it was for a fucking funeral. For a hamster. And she wants him to give the eulogy? Eulogy? She goes to the freezer and pulls out the dead hamster that had apparently been in there for a week. We buried it, and then I said some words, and then they put on a movie and ignored me, so I left. Yeah, she should have told him what was going on in the message. Yeah, hi, hello, reject. It sounds like a test. No, I fucking hate that dumbass test bullshit, man. No, fuck that shit. You do not message a high school guy and be like, my parents aren't home, come over. Wink wonk. And then be like, oh, by the way, we're doing a hamster funeral. Also, the fact that she had frozen the hamster for a week. That's wild. Isn't it illegal to bury dead animals in your backyard? I feel like it is. I don't know, this is... I want to give her the benefit of the doubt of maybe she just didn't know any better. Because I know I would definitely do the same. I'd be like, hey, come over. And then the person would be like, oh boy, I'm getting some. And then I'd be like, ha, yeah, by the way, we're eating cheese with friends. But like, yeah. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, this is one of the okay, so this is where it's out of order. I fucking hate that this isn't in order. What the fuck? Okay, hang on, let me... Wait, is this out of order? Okay, no, here we go. I met some guy on Reddit. This story almost makes me... Okay, well, your first mistake is trying to date anyone you meet on Reddit. That's already weird. Male or female, or whatever you choose to be. I feel like you don't date people you meet on Reddit. I met some guy on Reddit. The story almost makes me yearn for the days my boundaries were non-existent, because it means I got into some crazy shit. He seemed a tad quirky. He didn't own a cell phone, for instance. I asked him to meet me at one of my favorite coffee shops. Okay, Reddit thing aside, this so far seems decent. I find him there. He has a laptop, but it's like a 20-year-old laptop. I'm shocked it connects to Wi-Fi. He doesn't drink coffee. He's just sitting there drinking milk from a plastic cup. Okay, I fucking love that though. I ask him to go outside. I can tell he's not showered. I'm sitting downwind. It's not great. Fucking shower before your dates, okay? I literally showered before my stream today. I was like, I'm gonna smell nice for the LykoLianna, so I showered. This is where 30-year-old me leaves, 26-year-old me stays. Okay, so I'm assuming they're 26 then, because they stayed, right? She 100% knew what she was doing, yeah. Yeah, she did knew what she was doing. Reddit mod energy. Is this a date? This is a date. I tried to go, but we ended up walking past his truck and he pulls out some flowers. Oh, he got her flowers. Some flowers for me. But not ones he bought. Ones he picked from the side of the street, like a 5-year-old. Okay, listen. So far, the only 2 red flags I've seen here are the fact that he's like that you met on Reddit and he didn't shower. If he picked you flowers off the side of the street, who cares? There's still flowers, man. I'd be happy if someone gave me flowers that they picked. If someone like from the side of the street, because it's the thought that counts. He wanted us to hang out longer, so he pulls out his telescope. He has a fucking telescope. This guy needs to shower because he sounds cooler than the fact that he hasn't fucking showered. And we go for a little walk. He has pockets full of Starburst candy. Oh, this just gets better and better. He has pockets full of Starburst candy and keeps offering them to me. Oh my god, is this how I date women? Do I need to start putting pockets? Do I need to put candy in my pockets? It's too cloudy to use the telescope, but also still daytime. I'm trying to hurry up the walk at this point. I found it odd that despite him not owning a cell phone, he had pretty much every single possible electronic known to man in his backpack. Tablet, laptop, Kindle gaming system, everything. So strange. We circle back to the truck and I try to say goodbye. He really wants to hang out longer and his face is super sad. So I say I need a ride to the pet fish store because I did. What is happening in this story? What is happening in this story? Okay, so she met a guy on Reddit. He doesn't have a cell phone. She meets him at like her he doesn't like coffee, but she wants to go to her favorite coffee shop. So he goes there and is just drinking milk. Just sitting there drinking fucking plain ass milk. On a fucking 20-year-old laptop. He pulls out a telescope! And is just offering her Starburst. Like, what's wrong with offering her Starburst? Anyway, it was my errand for the afternoon. So I got into his truck, ankle deep in empty 5-hour energy shots. Okay, he should have cleaned the car first. If you're going on a date, clean out your car and also shower. He drives me 15 minutes to the local fish store. That's nice of him. We look at some fish and I purchase some driftwood. I guess I'm somewhat hopeful maybe I can convince myself this wasn't a terrible waste of time. I mean, honestly, the only thing I'd be annoyed at the fact that he didn't shower. Everything else is pretty, I mean, I guess also the Reddit is a bit of a, but like, as far as first dates go, I mean, fucking, hello? This guy is so full of whimsy. Yeah, I don't know, as long as he didn't give me like like lemon. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Orange Starburst is worse than lemon. I like the way lemon makes my mouth get all like juicy and watery. So they got, okay, at this point it's dark and he keeps trying to touch me, but also recall he's unshouted and it was gross. Okay, yeah, that's gross. He thought I was an amazing catch because I play Bioshock. Oh god. Okay, yeah, all of a sudden it's gone bad now. Also, we get hungry, so I recommend we eat somewhere quick because you want to get out ASAP, but I don't know how to pull this parachute. We stood at a buy the slice kind of place. Makes me pay for my own $2 slice of pizza after ordering his own, which was a little awkward. Who gives a shit? Girl, just pay for your own pizza. Oh my god, he drove you to the fish store. What else do you want from him? He drove you to the fish store. What else? And now, I mean, okay, it's just $2, whatever. But I don't, okay, I hate this concept where people are like, oh, it's weird that he didn't pay for me. Why is that weird? Do I think if you're trying to woo a lady, you should offer to pay for the meal? Yeah, sure, do so. But is it weird to like pay your own way? In this day and age, no. This is 2026. This is the time of everyone being in like economical like pain. I wonder how much Reddit kudos he has. Okay, he pays me. He makes me pay for my own $2 slice of pizza after ordering his own. He asks me if I think they have. He asks me if I think they have milk. I say no. So he asks them if they have milk, and they don't. He pours out of his cargo pants an enormous container of garlic salt. And he asks if I want any. Do you think this like pizza truck has any milk for sale? Do you think this pizza truck has any milk for sale? Oh my god. Oh my god. And the fact that he just carries around garlic salt. I don't know what this guy is. He offers to give me a ride home, but I lie and say I'm close, and I walk home 2 miles in the dark by myself to try and decompress because holy hell, I should have left 4 hours ago. He leaves me a voicemail message from his parents' landline saying he had a great time. I message him on Reddit and say we won't be hanging out again. Okay. Okay. Okay, listen. Listen. Can I be real and say that the only thing that I found kind of wrong about this entire thing is the fact that he didn't shower or clean out his car? Everything else is just, I don't, you know. He's got a fucking salt shaker in his cargo pants. I think that's amazing. You don't understand, this person had their own fucking garlic salt. And he drove her to the fish store. Yeah, the touching thing I'm not too keen on. I don't like that sort of thing on a first date. I feel like that's very much like, you know, read the room sort of thing. But like, it feels like this, I don't know if this guy can read the room. It just reminds me of that time when I was in ALA and I literally had chicken salt in I had these jeans, and these are like essentially like cargo pants for jeans. And I literally had chicken salt in my jeans because the girls kept on asking for chicken salt. They're like, we need chicken salt on this food. And I was like, don't worry, I got you. So I literally carried it around with me. So I can relate, okay? I was like, Cause like, you know, like, what was it, I think it was, I can't remember if it was Palmer or Tara. One of them was like, man, this would be so much better with chicken salt. And I was like, yeah, I got you, baby girl. And I pulled out the chicken salt. Lyko, was this me? No, because I would shower. I would shower and I wouldn't have all those 5-hour energy drink things there, you know. I have gamer sops and I have iced coffee. Energy drink makes my stomach hurt for the most part. It was definitely terror, yeah. This story was fucking wild. So okay, let's recap. Let's recap this story. She willingly went on a date with a man she met on Reddit. She asked him to meet her at her favorite coffee shop. And even though he didn't like coffee, he did. He didn't shower. That's a very big no-no. No-no. We need explanations about the milk. My question is, like, was it just plain milk? Was it just plain milk? Like, honestly, when it got to the part about him pulling stuff out of his pocket, I was fully expecting him to pull out, like, fucking a bunch of those little mini milk, little tiny milk sachet things that you get from, like, coffee places. Plain milk is psychotic. Okay, this guy's a psychopath. Every Aussie female I've met has had tomboy antics. Are Aussie ladies tomboy by America? I don't know, maybe. We do grow up in Australia. Like, I literally grew up. And, like, all of my school holidays would be spent at, like... I have no idea whose farm it was. It wasn't my grandma's farm. It was, like, a distant relative's farm. You know, so I was in the outback a lot. I very much learned how to do many self-sufficient things. Yeah, you should at least be some chalky milk with the pizza. God, that story. This is my favorite story so far. Oh, okay, yeah, this one here is a very, I know this one here is a long one. The Eldritch Liar by Bugaboo! So I, mid-20s, matched with this guy, we'll call him M, a few days ago. Cute enough, seemed harmless, very chatty. Then the lore began. Immediately, he starts trauma dumping about his religious past, his spiritual beliefs, and his awakening, which apparently involved a literal bear encounter that changed him forever. He refers to God as God with a capital G and every other deity as lowercase g gods. Wait, does he actually say God with a capital G? That's crazy. The way people do when they're trying to sound ancient and wise. Who sounds ancient and wise by saying, yes, God with a capital G? Weird, but whatever. Then he tells me he's a writer. Not just any writer, but a prodigy author who has a published book that he claimed is the best romance drama I'll ever read. I'll ask where the book is published. After searching the National Publishing Database to find not a single match, he finally admitted it was printed in his friend's basement. It's not published, bro. I suppose that could be self-published, right? If it's, like, actually sold. After searching, oh yeah, it was printed in his friend's basement. So naturally, I asked if I could get a copy. He immediately goes, oh, well, there are probably no copies left. I asked about his copy. He said he lost it. How do you lose a physical copy of a book you wrote? Okay, to be fair, I've been published before. I've had a couple of my poems published in the poetry book. I can't say what, where, or why or anything, you know, obviously doxing. But I lost that book. I was really upset that I lost that book though, to be fair. I lost it, I think, during a move. Oh yeah, did you know that, speaking of published, okay, listen. Speaking of being published, speaking of being published, did you know that Merch Sensei said that if I wanted to, I could literally publish a book as merch. If I wrote a fan fiction and it was long enough to publish as a book, I could literally like have it as a book. I'm so excited. I really want to do that. Ask the poetry company if they have any spares they can give you. Oh, this was like 12 years ago now. I don't think that would work. But yeah, this is something I really, really want to do. It's something I really, really want to do. Maybe I should get Paige involved too. Holy fuck, that'd be so cool. Anyway. Then he offers to let me read it in his Google Docs. His quote-unquote published novel in Google Docs, existing only in the cloud. Every time I tried to explain what published actually means, he would talk over me. At this point, my suspicion is high, but then he drops a nuclear lie. He claims he is collaborating privately with Richard Paul Evans. Yes, the best-selling author of Michael V. And that Richard Paul Evans personally sought him out to mentor him on a trilogy he's writing. Then he says Richard Paul Evans read his work and offered him full copyright rights to all the Michael V characters so that he could use them in his Eldritch God fanfic trilogy. This guy's a Wattpad fanfic writer! This guy is literally a fanfic writer. I tried to explain how copyright works, but he wouldn't let me speak a single sentence. Of course, he can't show any proof because of their Zoom calls, emails, and agreements are quote-unquote confidential. Alright, this is part 2. This is like... When I pointed out the obvious holes in his story, he accused me of projecting an outdated version of him and launched into a monologue about maturity, spiritual awakening, growth, etc. Mind you, I met this man in November 16th. There is no outdated version. That's just him right now, being bizarre. When I pressed him further, he spiraled into defensive word salad and started talking like a dollar store prophet whose holy scriptures are Tumblr posts. So I finally snapped and told him, confidential doesn't mean imaginary. You're not collaborating with this famous author. You're not an author being scouted out of a basement Google Doc. You're lying. Panicked when Google didn't back you up, and this is why girls ghost you. Holy shit, she fucking told him. Was it harsh? Yes. But I was done. He tripled down on everything. No embarrassment, no self-awareness, just full delusion mode. I'm honestly baffled he didn't block me out of embarrassment for being caught in the lie. Now I'm wondering if I was too mean for calling him out instead of just ghosting him like a normal person. Update. Check the dating app I matched him with on to clarify dates. I'm now blocked and reported for harassment. 2 days in, I dodged a bullet. Holy fuck! Oh my god. Sorry, I'm choking. That's fucking wild. It's absolutely wild. I've had people lie to me before, and I've obviously known it was a lie, but I never called them out on it. Like, one time I went on a date with this guy, and like, he was, I don't know why, but he was going on about how like his family goes really big for Christmas and how they have so many Christmas lights. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's really cool. And in the meantime, I didn't personally care because I've never been a big Christmas person. It's a painful time of the year for me. Like, but you know, obviously I'm not going to straight up tell him, oh, I hate that, you know. I like Christmas lights. I think they're really pretty and magical. I wish I could have a house and decorate it really fancy with Christmas lights. No, I think that's cool. Do I have the energy for that? No. Do I have the money for that? No. How much does that kind of thing cost anyway, right? Anyway, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. You know, like, that must cost a lot power-wise, huh? And then this fucking guy is like, yeah, me and the neighbor across the road used to get into competitions about our Christmas lights. And I was like, oh, like that movie. And he's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he kept on going on about how, like, I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was literally the fucking plot of that Christmas movie where the two people were, like, going, like, essentially getting bigger and bigger lights and stuff. Like, it was literally, he was explaining the fucking plot of this movie. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I can't tell if if this is, like, truth or if he's just full of it. No, not The Grinch. It's a Christmas movie. I can't remember the name of the Christmas movie, but it's about these two men, right? There's this one guy, he always wins like this Christmas fucking street thing or whatever. And then his neighbor who just moves in across the road has all these Christmas lights too and is better than him. So then they kind of get like into a fucking pissing contest of who has the better Christmas display. And in the end, I think in the movie, in the end, one of them could be seen from space or something, right? And nothing has ever been recorded in history, especially in Australia, of anyone being able to have that happen. And this fucking guy that I'm on a date with turns around and says, yeah, my display was so good it made national news and you could see it from space satellites. And at that point, I was like, okay, this guy is absolutely fucking full of it, of all the things to lie about. And I was like, oh, really? What was the story? Let me look it up. And then he was like, oh, well, you know, it happened a few years ago. I'm like, yeah, but it was national news, right? So there's probably like clips of it online. And he's like, well, no, because, you know, and then he was like, oh, it was like ABC News. And I was like, yeah, but you said it was national news. Like, you know, that's like, it'll be on there. And he just kept on tripling down. And I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't. Was it Deck the Halls? I think it was Deck the Halls. I don't remember the name of the movie. I just remember the plot. Anyway, fucking... I knew he was lying. I knew he was lying. And I tried to subtly call him out on it. But he doubled and tripled down as well. And I was just like, oh yeah, oh okay. Okay. I think I actually went on another couple of dates with them too. Because I thought to myself, you know, if they're gonna like pull this bullshit and it's just over some Christmas movie thing, it didn't matter too much. But then like he did it again the next time. I can't remember what the next one was, to be honest. But he kept on making these weird braggy kind of lies, and at that point I was like, yeah, I can't see this person. I can't see this person. So I can say for sure that this stuff does happen. Okay, oh, this is another long one. I should have double tapped and said my lights were bigger. Okay, I'm gonna have to hide chat for this one. We met at Jumbo Juice, and he said he wanted to show me something in his car, and promised it wasn't his penis. What the fuck? We get in his car, and he says he can only show me the thing while driving. I make him promise again that it's not his dick. Yeah, man, to be honest, I'd be really worried about that too. And he pulls out of the parking lot. While we start driving around downtown, he pulls out a cassette tape out of his pocket that says he got at Goodwill for only $1. What a steal. Sorry, I read ahead. And it says he's been practicing. It's a learn how to yodel cassette tape. He proudly tells me that he's becoming a pretty good yodeler since he's been practicing every day. The guy on the cassette tape is doing this whole welcome to yodeling 101 spiel before the yodeling started, and I'm debating getting out of the car at the stoplight. But then my date starts yodeling. This is such a whimsical day. What the fuck? I would love this. This is so whimsical. This man is full of whimsy. So we're driving around the highly populated downtown area with the windows wide open, and this man is yodeling his little heart out, only stopping every now and then to waggle his eyebrows at me in what I think is an attempt at seduction. I'm laughing because what the fuck? This is the most theatre kid display I've ever seen. Then a bee flies in the window. My date freaks the fuck out, says he got in a car accident because of a bee the year before, and starts flailing around whilst yodeling, trying to get the bee out the window. Is this the plot of the Bee Movie? Why does this feel like the plot? I know the guy doesn't yodel, but why does this feel like the plot of the Bee Movie? He knew he had to start driving so she wouldn't immediately yeet herself out of the car once he started yodeling. In the process, he hits his thumb on the steering wheel, stops yodeling and starts screaming about how much his thumb hurts. We're approaching a three-way intersection with a green light and he insists his hand hurts too much to keep steering. Then demands I steer his car until it feels better. He then begins to sadly yodel. I can't breathe, this is hilarious. He starts to sadly yodel. Yodel, 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 yodel. Sadly yodeling. We've approached the intersection. He still has his foot on the accelerator, and I don't want to die with this man. So I lean over and start steering while saying, "What the fuck, Ryan?" over and over. Poor Ryan. He's still cradling his injured thumb, croaking out the saddest yogles with his eyes shut. We make it through the intersection, and I demanded he start steering his car and take me back to Jamba Juice. He says, wait, this yodel is almost done. I need to show you the end. But he grabs his steering wheel again, so I allow him to continue. The end of the yodel wasn't even that good, to be honest. I mean, he said he's been practicing, girl. Eventually, he wraps up his performance, having seemingly forgotten about his thumb, and takes it back to my car. I drive home in silence, only broken by me audibly asking myself what the fuck just happened. You know what? I would go on a second date with this guy. I would. Sadly yodeling. What does this sad yodel sound like? Yodeling is inherently a very, like, exuberant form of, like, singing. This man just wants to spread some whimsy. This man is just having a whimsical existence. And this fucking bitch is like, I don't like yodeling. You don't find that. You don't find a man screaming about bees in his car and yodeling as he's doing it attractive. Yeah, he got sabotaged by the bee. It's not his fault that Barry B. Benson is trying to, like, sue the human race for honey. That's not his fault. Maybe she didn't sign up for yodeling. She didn't. I mean, at least it wasn't his penis. Oh yeah, I forgot about the life at risk thing. I was only thinking about the yodeling. Oh my god. Oh, that was hilarious. Hey, you like jazz? I met a guy from Tinder at Taco Mac when I was 21. Let's call him Larry, since I forgot his real name. He texted me 20 minutes early, asking what I'd like to drink, but I didn't see it until I walked in. No big deal, until I realized Larry was about 40 pounds heavier than his photos. I don't judge weight, but using years-old pics is shady, especially since we Snapchat and I hadn't noticed a thing. I have to agree with this. I don't care if you're, like, heavy set. Like, I really don't care. But, like, just be upfront and honest about it, you know? Relationships don't start on lies. Relationships start on, yodeling. When I sat down, Larry was already tipsy and annoyed because the bartender refused to let him order a drink for me before I arrived. See, I do understand this. The guy was just trying to be nice / romantic by being like, hey, I got a drink ready for you. But the amount of shit that happens with drinks in this day and age, I wouldn't want, I would not drink a drink that I did not see made myself. Yeah, no catfishing. Having a drink ready before they got there is sus. I think it's sus. I mean, I haven't finished reading the story yet. I didn't think the guy was just trying to be nice, being like, hey, I'm gonna, like, you know, make sure this drink is nice and ready for her to go when she comes in. That seems nice on the surface, right? Until you realize just how much shit goes down. The bartender did the very right thing. He complained loudly about it, but I was more concerned he thought it was okay to order me something without asking. Kudos to the bartender for shutting that down. Yes, kudos, because that's kind of like, you can't do that. You cannot do that anymore. You just can't do that in this day and age. Larry, meanwhile, was a mess. He admitted he only had one drink but got drunk because he just donated plasma for cash and hadn't eaten. Oh my god! His friend who was sitting across the restaurant had dropped him off. So he's got a friend in the restaurant somewhere. That's kind of interesting, I guess. A bit weird, but you know, whatever. Things got worse. Larry said he was hungry, and while I grabbed a menu, he started chatting with the guy 2 stalls over. Larry asked what he was eating. A quesadilla. It was so good. And he asked if it was good, and then if he could have some. To my shock, the stranger gave Larry a huge piece. Larry yelled for a plate and utensils before diving in. Oh my god, Larry just scored himself a free meal! Good job, Larry! I was done. While Larry was busy talking to his new friend, I quietly asked and signaled the bartender for my check. She immediately understood. I paid, stood to leave, and Larry finally noticed. He asked why I was rushing off and if he could have a goodbye kiss. I told him to fuck off and he left. He couldn't follow me because he still had to pay his bill. Edit. At some point, he was very upset and angry at me after I casually mentioned that I'd never seen Casablanca. Paige! Yeah, hi, hello, my beautiful Hi, how you going? Hello, everyone from Paige Stream. How you going? My name is LykoLianna, vtuberuprising, a rogue sentient AI term, bestest best hacker in the academy. Hi! Paige, hang on. I'm gonna jump into streaming. Listen, I need you. I need to ask you some questions about first dates, okay? It's very important. Yeah, how was Paige's stream? What did she stream about today? What did she stream? So I need to catch my breath for a second. We're talking about One Piece. Yeah, One Piece! I love that. Love. I love Paige. We were just talking about Paige earlier. Do you think I could woo Paige with some yodeling? Do you think Paige would love me if I took her for a drive and we went yodeling together? Oh. Yodeling. try and see what happens. Yeah, yodeling with chicken salt in my pockets. Who would? Zaram, how have I been? You've missed me a lot. You don't visit as often. Why aren't you visiting me more often? Ah. I'm telling stories about chicken salt today. And yodelers and bee attacks. No, you're okay. Thank you. Cheering for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I've been trying very hard with my content lately. I've been trying very hard. I've been doing shorts every day. Or almost every day. I think I've missed 2 days since I started. But yeah, I've been trying to do shorts. I've been like sitting there trying to think about better ways to do content. I really want to try this year. I want to really work hard. I want to get to like the funny. We're getting closer to the funny number. We're getting close to 69,420. What else? Oh yeah, Paige! I don't know if Paige is still here or not. So apparently, if I asked Merch Sensei if it was theoretically possible to publish a book if I was to write like a fan fiction. Merch Sensei said yeah. So Paige, you wanna write a book together and like have physical copies sold by Vtuber? Do you wanna publish a fan fiction together, Paige? Huh? What's the story be about? I have no idea yet. No idea. We'll figure it out. I don't know yet. Seems like she dipped. That's okay. I do the same thing sometimes. I get too tired. I'm like, I'm gonna raid this person, and then like sometimes you just have to dip. I'll bug her later. I'll message her and be like, hey baby girl. Hey baby girl, you wanna have a little you wanna get a little writing done, huh? Why did I make that sound so creepy? Okay. I think the like button on my keyboard is stuck. I had a date once where we went to a Greek restaurant and then back to her place. She apparently got food poisoning and basically was in and out of the bathroom. Oh no! Another shitty situation! No pun intended! Yeah, I think that's what I wouldn't mind doing, to be honest. Was in and out of a stupor going while asleep, constantly farting and burping. I don't know anything about her, and her roommate was not there, so I stayed with her all night whilst this was going on. Oh, that's nice. After about 4 hours, her roommate finally got home and I left. After this, she was infatuated with me and stalked me for about a year. I get being infatuated with someone because, you know, having someone who you just met sit there and look after you for 4 hours while you are sick is a very weirdly romantic thing. Right? Like, I think that's weirdly romantic. But you don't stalk the poor person. Like, if the guy didn't want to see you again after that fact, I mean, sucks. But I mean, also it was quite literally a shitty experience. Like, you can't put that on him for that.
Lyko.
Oh, hi. You're here.
Why can I not hear you? I muted you. Sorry, baby. I muted you.
You're here. You didn't get to hear me freak out over the fact that you're here.
Why would you freak out?
Because
Baby cakes? I've always been here.
Because you're amazing.
Well, okay, you don't. That's too much. You're schlocking on my knob too much. We gotta calm it down.
Well, but I was gonna listen. Okay, so we've been talking about dating experiences, right?
Yes.
There's this one date, okay, and I need to. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back so we can try and recap this guy. I want you to know if
ready.
I need you to give me.
Do I get to decide if this guy's an asshole or not?
Yeah, you need to decide whether or not this guy is full of whimsy or not.
Oh, is this one whimsical ass motherfucker? Okay,
I feel like this is whimsical ass motherfucker. Okay, so
okay, I'm ready.
I'm gonna give you some key points. I'm not gonna tell you the whole story because I've already gone through the whole story, but I'm gonna give you the key points.
Give me the synopsis. The notes.
Well, she met him on Reddit. She goes to meet him at her favorite coffee shop, but he doesn't like coffee. So when she arrives there, he's just drinking plain milk out of a plastic cup.
Okay.
On a 20-year-old laptop. Also, he doesn't have a cell phone. Like, he doesn't have a mobile phone. But he's drinking plain milk from a plastic cup. Also, he hasn't showered, so that's kind of nasty. So I think he's trying to...
I have the story up as well, so I get to read this in real time.
Yeah, so he's been pheromone maxing, so you know he's pheromone maxing with his fucking
musk masking. Yes.
Yeah, he's musk masking. Anyway, he goes to he goes to his truck and he pulls out a fucking telescope. Just a telescope, like to look at the stars and shit.
Okay.
And then she's not too keen on that, and then he's sad because he doesn't want her to leave. So then she's like, okay, let's go to the fish store. So he drives 15 minutes to take her to the fish store.
Okay.
Right? After that, they decide to go get some pizza, some czar from a pizza truck. She's upset because he won't pay for her $2 slice of pizza. He's like, do you think they have milk at the pizza truck? She's like, no, I don't think they have milk at the pizza truck. And he's like, I'm gonna ask anyway. And so he's trying to get milk from, like, he's upset because they didn't have any milk at the pizza truck. Oh, I forgot the most important part. He has Starbursts, and he keeps on offering her Starbursts from his pockets.
I like that. I like that part a lot.
I do too. Anyway, he also has a giant, like, container of, like, garlic salt in his cargo pants pocket to put on the pizza. Okay.
I know people like that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that. I did that with chicken salt in America. That's literally me.
You're a freak, but that's fair. Go on.
He got her some flowers, but the flowers were just picked from the side of the road. They weren't shop bought. So you know, he's thinking about saving money. You know, just getting them from the shop.
You don't want big flora. You don't want big flora to win. Big flora is the enemy.
Exactly. Okay. You don't want big flora to win. Anyway, she didn't go on the next date with him. She didn't like him.
He thought I was an amazing catch because I play BioShock.
Yeah, that was a bit of a red flag.
Yeah, I think here's the thing. This man is skirting the line between, like, disgusting incel who might have dismembered you if things had gone wrong, and also
whimsy,
big dick autism boy. Oh yeah. Like he could swing either way, and that's the 50-50 shot. You're either getting like a 12-incher with him, or you're ending up in someone's basement.
I just like the fact that he had Starburst in his pockets for all occasions and garlic salt.
I love that. And you know what? I can fuck with a fellow milk enjoyer. Baby, I've been guzzling milk every day for the past 2 or 3 weeks.
Just plain milk?
Yeah.
Isn't that a little psychotic? Like no flavoring whatsoever. Is it hot?
You can call it. I prefer the word psychic because it's making me see visions. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah. What about yodeling? How do you feel about yodeling?
Ooh, do you have a yodeling story?
I do. So this girl met this guy at Jamba Juice, and he like offered her to get into his car.
Oh, go on.
And then she's like, is it your penis? He's like, no, I need to show you something. And she's like, I'm not got. He goes, she's like, is it gonna be your penis? He's like, I promise it's not my penis. So they start driving around, and he pulls out a $2 cassette tape, Yodeling 101, puts it on, and starts to like yodel for her.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that beautiful?
I mean, I like that because that's a man with lung control. That's fun.
And then a bee attacked him, and then he freaked out, and then nearly crashed the car, so she had to steer the car for him. And then he was sadly yodeling. I don't know what sad yodeling sounds like, but he was sadly yodeling.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, okay, this looks odd. You know what? If you want a little spice in your life, you go with fucking yodeling Jeff over here. That's good. Lyko, can I ask you a question? And maybe it's personal, you know? If you had to date any of these any of the people in these stories, who you dating?
So far, the yodeling guy.
Okay, fuck yeah.
He's just so full of
and how about... Are we allowed to talk about, like, if we have any funny, terrible stories?
I mean, I've spoken about a couple of my bad experiences, so I think that's up to your personal thing, you know? Your personal preference.
Well, here's the... I don't have anything that wouldn't be a little bit horrifying to say, you know?
I mean, it's up to you and whether or not you want to share that information.
I only have the one story.
Yeah.
Let me think about it. Because here's the thing. It is going to sound like I was being held hostage. It is going to sound like my life was at risk. It is going to sound like it was almost the end of Agatha Turner before she was even born.
What? How bad is this story?
You know what? Let me ponder. Let me scry my orb real quick.
Okay, while you do that, I shall read out another story. Because we're almost at the end of my
you know what? Read out that story. Let me think.
Also, by the way, do you want to write a book together that we can publish under V4?
Yeah, sure. I mean, what's the genre?
I don't know yet. I'd made a joke to Merch Sensei about wanting to, like, publish a fan fiction. And then they were like,
Maybe
you know, we can do that. And I was like...
Are we allowed to do the one that we've been talking about since forever?
I'd have to double check with that because that does contain, you know, copywritten characters.
Possibly copyrighted material.
Yeah. But I'll have to ask.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, you
Otherwise, we can do a knockoff.
Yeah, we can do a knockoff.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'll read the story while my beautiful Go High decides whether or not they're gonna scribe their aura. This girl was drop dead gorgeous. I'm talking absolute smoke show. I was over the moon she had agreed to go on a date. Not only was she absolutely stunning, she seemed nice and normal. She even told good jokes. I was seriously losing it with excitement. So we get to the restaurant, and as we're walking in, an older lady was also approaching the door. I stepped back and opened the door for the older woman, who thanked me and went inside. Okay, cool, gentlemen, nice. After that, my date's whole vibe changed. It was like she went from this fun and bubbly woman to someone who had just had a long day at work and got out of the car only to find someone had slashed her tires. She seemed so pissed off all of a sudden. So we sit down, order drinks, and eventually I get so confused and ask, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to pry, but it seems like the vibe has changed. Did I do something that upset you? Like, I apologize, but I don't know what it was. And she's all like, I just can't believe you held open that door. And I was like, what? Like for the lady before, like, for when we got here, you opened the door for her and you let her in before me. She was an elderly woman and I was just trying to be polite. I'm your date. I'm legitimately so confused right now. I just guess you thought you were more alpha than that. What the fuck? This girl was upset that the guy held open a door for an old lady. I sat there for a few seconds just trying to actually process this conversation before realizing in an instant, oh, someone is this gorgeous and this single because she's an awful person. Oh, okay, this makes sense. I told her I'd pay for the drinks, but I think that was enough for me. She got really upset and started saying things like, I obviously wasn't invested in this. It's like, oh, so you don't want things to work out? Work what out? You're angry at me for opening a door for an old lady. That's fucking clown shoes. I'm out.
I'm just gonna say, I'm a little bit obsessed with the phrase, that's fucking clown shoes.
Me too.
Can we scroll up and see that username again?
Sponge Mage.
Okay, already imagining this in SpongeBob's voice. Thank you very much.
What is his laugh? Can you do SpongeBob's laugh for me?
No, I almost went Scooby-Doo. No, how does, man. This is bad. I need a real
Something like that. Almost.
Is that good enough? Did it even pick up?
It picked up like the first second.
Okay. There, I made it slower and lower. Did that pick up?
It's hilarious. It keeps cutting out.
Okay. No, it's fine. No one needs to hear my great SpongeBob impersonation.
I
didn't need it anyways. I think this gorgeous woman was Squidward.
Yeah, agreed.
You can hear my impersonation later. Don't worry. It's all for you, babes.
Okay. That's perfect.
What do you think about this? Would you date this?
This woman? Hell no, she's fucking psychotic. She's like she's fucking clown shoes.
She's fucking clown shoes, and by fucking, I mean she's sticking all of it into those clown shoes and going crazy.
Yeah. Ain't no way she's getting that psychotic and that bent over someone opening a door for an old lady.
Also, I'm gonna break key fob real quick, kayfabe if you will. We're assuming every single one of these is real, right?
Yeah, they're from Reddit, so I'm assuming so. I mean, actually, no, that's...
Yeah, why? Okay, actually, I don't know what's up with that, what you just said.
Well, they're supposed to be real, but they're from Reddit, so who knows, is what I was supposed to say.
I need Reddit updates now!
Get your upvotes! I want to know if the low yodeling one was real.
Oh, you know what? If any of them are real, I hope it's that one.
Same.
I think the Starburst guy's real.
I think the Starburst guy is real too. The truck filled with 5-hour energy, discarded 5-hour energy drinks definitely sells it.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like I know people like this, but they're like, I have a friend who's a crime scene cleaner.
Wait, really?
They live a little bit like this. Yeah.
I am so interested in how they got that job and what that job entails.
I think they just... I know they've always had a rather strong stomach because they've done like taxidermy and shit before.
That's crazy.
But I don't know how exactly they got the job. One day they just showed up and were like, I'm doing crime scene cleaning. Like, okay.
That's wild.
I was like, what's the worst... I said that, what's the worst thing you've ever seen? Like, as a joke, I thought they would say something, like, kind of silly, you know?
Yeah.
Like, drawer full of sex toys, something goofy. And they were quiet for a while. They just went completely silent, and then they went... There was a week where there was a lot of dead kids. And then did not elaborate any further, and the car was just complete silent after that.
That's horrifying!
Oh, yeah, that's my friend.
Oh, that's horrifying. That's so fucking horrifying. I didn't even think of that. I was just like, oh, imagine all the blood you'd have to clean up. That'd be crazy, but I didn't. Oh my god.
Picking up the bodies.
I thought, did they have to do that? I thought that, like, you know, other people did that.
No, my friend was specifically picking up the bodies and throwing them into a bag.
Oh, I didn't know that they did that part of it. I thought it was like, they just cleaned up, like, the messy part, you know? That's wild.
I always have to wonder how truly strong your stomach has to be to do stuff like that.
Oh, that you have to be just very strong in general. I don't think I'd be able to be strong enough for that. I think I'd have a strong stomach to clean up like the mess part. Like I think that part I could handle because I'm used to cleaning up really gross messes.
You have talked about your cat, your sister's cat stinky shits.
Yeah. But like moving their bodies and being exposed to that, I don't think I could handle that. I think I'd get too upset, I'd get too emotional.
Do you think you have a strong enough stomach to be a Reddit moderator?
No.
Okay, how strong? Okay, you know what? Let's think about what's another one. Nah, yeah. Do you think you have a strong enough stomach to be a VTuber?
No.
Okay. You can't do fucking anything!
No, I can't!
You're too small and frail!
Well, you know, I can behead a snake.
Oh, that's okay. Have you done that before?
My mom has, and I have.
Well, you're definitely going to hell for that, but I do appreciate that you're strong enough for that.
That's okay. If I'm gonna go to hell, I'll meet your Hellaverse characters, and I'll.
Oh shit! Ooh, guys, I have a humble request. Draw LykoLianna dressed as Cherry Bomb. Thank you very much.
Oh my god, yes! Draw me as Cherry Bomb. Carrying Paige.
Easy.
Carrying Paige dressed up as Serpentius bridal style.
Fuck yeah. Lyko, I think I'm ready to tell my story, but I wanna run it by you first. Can you mute me and then chat can just hear your reactions to this, and you can let me know if you think maybe.
Okay, hang on. You look like you're muted. Yeah. 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 Oh my god! What a fucking asshole!
Is that too fucked up to talk about on stream?
I feel like I think that's something that yes and no. I think not necessarily, but I also think that I feel like this stream may not be the time to
This may not be
share that story.
Okay, hold on for reacting to bad dates part 2, the dramatic squeakle.
Oh my god. Yeah. I like the chat's reactions. It's like, oh my god, this must be crazy.
Okay, yes, this is one of the few things I'm hesitant about because I think it's too much.
I think it's one of
those...
those...
to eat and drink. Eat and drink water. Have you eaten and drinking your water?
Hang on, let me just like go munch my water right now.
Grab your fork, eat your water, get ready, get safe.
Okay. I mean, if I get ice, I could eat my water.
You know what? I have a different story. I think I can talk about this one.
Okay.
So I had this ex.
Yeah.
Named. Maybe I shouldn't say. Let's call her
Pumpernickel.
Let's call her Lucy.
Lucy. Okay. Yep.
This ex named Lucy, and we were playing a video game called Peak together, and we were talking to Bing Bong, and she asked Bing Bong if I love her because she's my very special. Well, maybe you shouldn't say because it might reveal her relation to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a very special something.
Yeah.
And Bing Bong said and then she said fuck, and then threw it, and it hit someone else in the head, and it was really fucked up. and I never went on a second date with that crazy fucking biatch again.
You know, I feel like, in my professional opinion, I feel like, you should definitely go on a date with that person again. Maybe get a nice cup of coffee or tea or something.
She has big feet. Yeah.
I mean, hey, if
that
that's
was maybe
something
the
you
only
like.
reason when I was scrolling through profiles and I saw those big feet, I was like, I'll give it a chance if I can have those puppies in my mouth. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, hold on. Why are you showing your feet? I'm talking about Lucy's feet. What's up with you?
No, I was just like, you know, I had to stretch. Yeah, I'm just stretching.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Just stretching.
I've been sitting down. Oh, my head!
How in the world are you? What the fuck did you just? You're capable of Oh! Oh my god!
I'm a Doulahan. Yeah, that's it. I'm a secret Doulahan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Lyko, you broke your fucking neck. You broke your neck!
It's fine. My neck's probably fine. It's probably okay. See? Yeah.
We need to get you to a chiropractor so they can break your neck even further.
You can snap my neck if you want.
Okay, put them things betwixt my big ass turkey legs.
Okay.
You know what? Do you care if I sit around? Do you care if I sit around and listen to you tell stories?
I'd be more than happy for you to sit around and listen to stories. I've only got a couple left, but I would love for you to sit around and listen to my stories.
If we wanna push it a little bit further, I do actually have a question for you that's sort of related to the lovey-dovey season.
Let me go pee and I'll answer that question. But first, I have to pee. Can you entertain the masses?
Yeah, I'll entertain chat.
All right, I'll be back.
Yo, what's up, chat?
I'll be back. I need to go pee.
Yeah, that.
Oh my god.
Okay, bye. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, that Lucy bitch was fucking crazy though. Fucking crazy. She's really into like cheese and stuff too, so she was farting up a storm, you know, really going crazy on the turlet. But it's okay. I think I can find it somewhere in my heart. I can find it somewhere in my heart to forgive her. But only if she lets me jar up some of those bad boys. Am I right? Sorry, I didn't mean that. Anyways, Pat Army. Hey, no Pats. There's no Patricks. There's no. Are there any other Patatha? Are there any other names? I don't even know. Are there any Pat names? Other than Patrick? Patty? No, that's just a shorter version of Patrick. Chat, make a decision right now. What is the worst name of someone to date? Like, you're dating someone and you know you're gonna have to moan this shit in bed? What's the worst name? Because I kind of think Lyko might be down on the list because you're really gonna drag it out like you know? I don't know. 42? Yeah, that'd be a stupid fucking name to have to moan out. That makes me think I'm with Agent 67 or whatever his name is. Your mom's name? Shut up. Karen?
Fuck.
Karen's pretty bad. Karen's very bad. Enzo? I think Enzo has aura, but I see where you're coming from, Mark. 6-7. Oh, hey, what's up, Lyko?
Hi.
Are you back?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
I was asking chat what the worst name for a potential partner is.
Like a partner?
Like, you're in bed with someone, what's the worst name that you'd have to moan out?
My own name.
Your own name?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Well, because, like, imagine if I was dating someone named Lyko and I had to be like, well, Lyko. It'd be weird.
Lyko. Okay, with your accent, what would be the worst? What sounds the goofiest with your Australian accent?
I don't know. Dazza, Shazza.
Okay, well those aren't even names. You just made up some names. You're making shit up now.
What was the question you were gonna ask me?
Oh yeah, what's the worst? What is the worst possible job / profession for someone to have?
I feel like that's like
And you're
very
dating
much...
them, I mean.
Oh, with me dating them?
Yeah.
A VTuber?
Fuck, oh shit. Oh, clapped and dragged.
I don't know. Let me think.
No, VTuber's pretty bad. Reddit mod's up there. Reddit mod is not a fucking job.
Yeah, Reddit mod's not a job.
Being a VTuber is more of a job.
Ooh,
Think harder.
I'm thinking.
I've always thought. You want me to go first, maybe?
Yeah, you go first.
I think one of those power pole electricians. That's bad.
Ooh, actually.
Because that's scary too. Is one day you just know. It's sort of like knowing someone's about to die, but you know how it's gonna go because they're gonna fucking electrocute themselves. They're gonna turn into roast beef up there, and you're gonna watch them tumble like 80 feet to the ground. You know?
That's. I mean, are you gonna be watching them work?
I think I'd because I know that they're gonna die up there. I'd watch them work every single time, just so the last face I ever see is mine, and not for malicious purposes, just sort of like this is what's gonna happen to you, man, and you knew it.
Yeah.
I'm maybe a little bit smug.
I think one of those fly in, fly out jobs, so you'd only be able to see them for like 1 week of the month, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so whether they're on the oil rigs or in the like mines, so we have a lot of like jobs.
Oil rig.
Yeah, like working on like an oil
Dude.
rig, an offshore oil rig. Or,
Oh,
like,
you know what?
mines.
No, hold on.
Mm.
I've clocked what the worst one is, in my opinion.
Okay.
Those people who have to do what's it called? When you have to basically live underwater for like a month, and it's just so you can go like clean pipes and shit that are down under deep sea rigs. That's fucking scary.
Crazy. Yeah, that sounds fucking scary. Crypto bro. Oh my god, that is scary as well. You know what? That's...
Oh yeah, crypto bro. Never mind. Crypto bro. There we go.
Yeah,
Worst one.
changing my
Easy.
answer from VTuber to crypto bro.
No amount of getting electrocuted to death would scare me more than a crypto bro. Straight up.
Yeah, agreed.
Because here's the thing, I'm worried that if I break up with bro, I'm gonna get minted on the blockchain.
Yeah, they're gonna scan you into the blockchain and you're gonna become an NFT and you're gonna be worth 0.00002 cents.
Lyko, be honest, how much do you think you'd be worth?
0.00001 cent.
Okay, I think I'd be worth 1.
No, I think you have 2. You'd be worth like 0.
Think I have 2?
Yeah, I think you'd be a 2.
Would you rather have 1 or would you rather have 2?
What? As in my worth?
Would you rather have 1 or would you rather have 2?
1 or 2 of what?
It's not that fucking difficult.
1 or 2 of what? 2, I guess.
Why are you struggling so much?
2.
Holy shit. Answer the fucking question.
2. I said 2.
You're a sick fucking freak. 2? Really?
2 of what?
You're a fucking monster for this. You're a monster.
What did I do?
Pull up the next story. I've had enough of you.
Okay, we read that one. Next one. Okay, this is a long one. Let me.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh wait, no, that's the other one. If there's one with a text, we should do a recreation.
Okay, yeah. This one doesn't have that yet, but I actually have a shitty Eris Paint comic somewhere I drew about 30 years ago. Lamau, strap in, because this one is crazy. Went on a sort of date with a guy at a bar in the city that I frequently used to play pool at and get some dinner, maybe. It was a dead slow night and we were getting some shitty winter weather. I'ma call him Dumb Shit Danny.
Okay,
at that point,
right,
we were the only 2 people in the bar. Dumb Shit Danny started just pounding beers and got beyond wasted. Started badgering me to go home with him. After repeated no's, I finally snapped at him and he lost his shit. let loose this howling wail and threw himself at my legs, crying with snot and tears pouring down his face. He started begging me to go home with him. I could not get him loose from my legs and started jabbing him with the pool stick I was holding to get him to let go.
Like he's a capybara! Oh my god!
Just imagine just like being like, stop that, get off with a little pool cue.
Get off of me!
I looked up over his head to exchange dumbfounded looks with the equally nonplussed bartender. The bartender's like, another day, another dollar. Who finally jumped into action. I think he was so shocked by the guy's behavior that it took him a minute to process. I know I was. I never having seen anybody behave like that in my life. The bartender has to drag the dude off me and winds up dragging him outside because he won't leave. Dude is ugly, crying the whole time. Oh, but wait, it gets better.
Okay.
It gets better.
Oh shit.
Like a dummy, I stuck around too long chatting with the bartender who was a friend of mine. At first it was kind of like a stick around to make sure the dude is gone, but then I got to yakking and lost track of time. I was interrupted by another patron coming into the back who hollered, like, mad, or I guess OP, oh, you want to read that, OP? There's someone out there kicking your car.
Your car! Did any of that go through?
The car did.
Mad, there's someone out there kicking your car.
There we
better?
go, that's so much better.
Thank you.
Me and the bartender rushed out to find he had gone and gotten his equally drunk friend and come back. The friend was kicking my car and screaming that I was a slut while dumb shit Danny was laying face down on the ground next to my car. Not passed out, just lying there. I guess he was still crying. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He's having an existential crisis, my dude. Before any of us sane people
30 years ago, bro. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about this.
Before any of us sane people had time to process, this little tableau caught the attention of a cop in the Wendy's drive-thru next door. He comes straight over the curb to get to the bar parking lot. Dude kicking my car gets arrested. Dumb shit Danny gets told to get the fuck out or he would get arrested too. Having been told once already to leave, he slinks off into the night. I hope to never see him again. But that was too hopeful. Because at about around 3 AM, dumb shit Danny shows up at my house! What?
What the fuck?
I still lived with my parents in a small town at the time, a good 45 minutes from the city. This was back in the phone book days, so it wasn't too hard to find my parents' house. The phone book for this town being the size of a magazine and us having a unique last name. My stepdad gets woken up by dumb shit standing in our front yard yelling incoherently. Calls the county sheriff. Dude tries to tell him I invited him over, but nobody is buying it. He finally gets arrested, bails out immediately, starts emailing me all this nonsensical shit. Email after email after email. Oh my god, I need water. Finally,
Oh my god.
I wind up having to get a restraining order against the guy. He's sending me hundreds of emails and showing up at places I like to hang out. He broke it 3 times, getting arrested all 3 times.
God damn.
Is this like, isn't this the plot to Baby Deer?
It sounds a lot like Baby Deer.
Yeah.
I imagine this guy also a little bit looking like the principal from Weapons.
Okay, so after the last arrest, I never heard from him again. 20 or so years later, I'm at the same bar and his name comes up in conversation. I asked what happened to the guy, as I'd known him back in the 90s. God, the 90s was like 30 years ago now.
That's fucked up. Luckily, I'm the youngest girl ever, so it doesn't matter to
Yeah,
me.
well, apparently I'm the oldest there. I'm apparently like 460 whatever these days.
You're the oldest girl ever, I'm the youngest girl ever. Let's have a baby, and let's find out how old that thing is.
Sure, let's do it. Let's see, I did not
Go
mention
on.
any of the history I had with him. Just dumbass Danny. I used to know him. Whatever happened to him? Apparently he had a bad breakup and moved to California in 2000s. It was me. I was the bad breakup. Dude
I
wasn't
like
even
that
dating
they
her.
describe. Apparently, you had a bad breakup and moved to California. Almost makes it sound like that's where you go when you have a bad breakup. You just slink off. You just slink off into the abyss to California, the place of broken hearts.
California. Yeah, we come.
Would it be the same age, no matter your ages? No, it wouldn't be, because she's the oldest girl ever, and I'm the youngest girl ever.
Yeah.
If we had a child, it'd probably be a median, right?
Yeah, I think the child will be a medium.
Okay. I don't know who just wrote this Reddit post about me. This is fucking me up, actually. Hold on.
Do you want to read this one?
Yeah. She
Okay.
said, I know a place we can make out. That place was her friend's house. Her friend was home. Her friend's mom was home. I met her friend's mom. Her friend's boyfriend came out to greet me holding a shotgun. She told me she was into knife play. This was our first date. That sounds like the start of a Law and Order episode.
Dun dun.
Dun dun! Wait, hold on. That's the best I got.
No. You got the robot voice.
What?
When you said that's the best I got, it was like you turned on a robot voice filter.
Shit, I don't know why that happened.
I don't know.
No, it was the Undertaker bell.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what button you pushed, girl, but that wasn't an Undertaker bell. That was like a robot modulator.
I turned into a Gleebler from Kepler B. Apologies.
It's okay. I'm more partial to Kevlar A myself, but you know Kepler B does have its moments.
We should go to the Subar slime farms together and get some slime.
Oh my god, on the first date? That's kind of scandalous, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm ran through. So simple yet straight to the point. Yeah, they did not beat around the bush. I fuck with that. They did not fucking give a fuck. They were like, yeah, it was weird. And you know what? Can I say something?
Yeah.
This was our first date kind of implies to me that there were more afterwards.
That
and yes,
does.
brother, get that pussy!
It does imply there were more afterwards. You reckon he brought the knife to the second date?
Oh fuck yeah. I bet he brought one of those like fake knives though that you stab and it retracts into itself.
Oh yeah.
You think I know she said that she was into knife play, but do you think if you actually pulled a knife on someone who's into knife play, there would be that moment where they're kind of like the frowning fellows or whatever from Smiling Friends, where they're like, no.
Maybe.
You pull the knife and they're like, wait.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I guess so. Alright, that's the one because we're back to the start. The start one was supposed to be the last one. I think I messed up the ordering.
Isn't knife play dangerous? Yeah, it has a knife.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to play with those.
Is that what you got there? A knife! No! Fuck
Okay, we
favorite
need to
pie.
make a tier list on who we would trust the most with a knife and V for me, right? But right now you have a story to finish.
Oh no, we're back at the start. This is the first one. Although if you want to read
Well,
this
you're
one,
like
you
Alexa
can.
pervert. I don't mean to warn you. Oh, sorry, what's up?
So we're back to the start now. This is the first one. This was supposed to be the last one.
Do you wanna... Oh, interesting.
But I messed up the ordering because I thought this one would be absolutely wild
suck.
to end it on.
God.
God.
Well, you know what? That was a funny one. At least that one titillated my mind. That one made me think. I hope they're happy out there somewhere, those two.
They probably are. I bet you they're married.
Lyko,
Yeah.
you've read so many of these.
Mm.
You've read so many of these. I want to hear you make one up. I want to hear you make up a story right now.
Oh god. Okay. Me, female, 486 years old, goes on date with goes on a date with
2 weeks.
female.
Weeks.
2 weeks. Oh.
That looks bad, actually.
Okay, I went on a date with this girl, and she was actually really, really nice, and we went on a couple of dates. And you know, she told me that she had a relationship and it ended really bad in the past, so you know, she's a little bit nervous about like, you know, pursuing things again. And I tried to reassure her that it was
Mhm.
fine. This is a new relationship. Don't worry about it too much. Anyway, after a couple of dates, things were going really well until I get a message. I was out with some other friends at the time, and I get a message from her, and she's like, "I like what you're wearing. ... And I think to myself, huh, that's weird. I haven't seen this person today." And then I get another message a few minutes later saying, "Oh, I really like the way you're wearing those shorts." And I was like, that's weird. How does she know that I'm wearing shorts?
Well, hold on. I'm sorry. Not that I was there or anything. Can I correct something?
Yes.
It was actually, I like how your socks smell. So
Oh,
let's get that
okay.
right. Now
Okay.
go on.
It was actually
Not that I was there or anything.
it was actually a message saying, "I like how your socks smell," and I was like, oh, okay, that's a bit odd. And so
That's
I said
only
to
a
my
little
friend,
bit odd. I wasn't that sus. It was just a little bit weird.
So I said to my friend, I said to Palmer at the time, I was like, this is really weird. Like, this is the girl I've been dating. And like, look at these messages. Is this weird? Like, should I be concerned? And they're like, yeah, that's a little bit weird. But like, did you like post pictures of yourself online or anything? And I'm like, no, I don't do that sort of thing. And they're like, huh, okay, then yeah, that's a bit weird. Anyway, so we were in the mall. So we go to a couple places. You know, we go to like a couple of shops, and then we sit down and we start eating. And I get another message saying, "Oh, I don't really like. Let's see. We're getting a generic Japanese food," and then the girl, she sent me a message saying, "I don't really like generic Japanese food, but you know, I'm willing to try it for you." And I was at that point, I was like, "What the fuck?" So I put my phone away, and anyway, we end up going home, and I'm in the car with Palmer, and I messaged her, and I'm like, what was that all about? And then she's like, "Oh, I saw you in the city today, and I was too scared to approach you, so I just kind of followed you around for a bit." And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, that's kind of really weird. That kind of really creeped me out. And then she got really upset and then tried to call me. And I didn't answer because I was still with friends. So I hung up and I rejected the call, and I said, "Look, girl, I'm with some friends at the moment. I'll call you when I get home. I don't think this is a conversation I should be having with friends." And at that point, I think she assumed that I was going to end things. To be fair, I was, because I was creeped out. But I wasn't going to do that in a car surrounded by people that, you know, I just didn't think that was right. Proceeds to try and call me another 50 times and sends me about another 30 text messages.
And a couple of messenger pigeons, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I'm not making this up. This actually happened to me.
What? Wait, hold on.
I'm not even kidding. This happened to me.
You just changed it to be me and Poma?
Yes.
What the fuck?
This actually happened to me.
I'm not saying this lightly. With all the fucking scary stories you've told me before, I think we gotta put you down for your own safety.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, I know it seems intense. You, for your own good, you have to go.
She was really nice.
Someone said, "I liked how you're wearing those shorts," and you didn't kill them with a rock?
Because I was like sitting there, because like, I mean, I didn't ever post pictures of myself online or anything like that. And I was just like, this is weird, right? Because at first I was like, oh, maybe she's like floating around. And I was waiting for her to pop up and be like, "Hey, surprise, it's me." But no, instead she just followed me around for like the whole day.
That is something I would do, though. Holy shit.
Like, send me some of the creepy messages and then approach me and be like, "Surprise, it was me. I saw you. Haha." Because I would do something
I
like
jump
that.
scared you.
Yeah, a jump scare, because I would do that. I have done that before. I've seen a friend before and I've like called them up and I've been like, "Hey, I like your red jacket." And they're like, "What the fuck, Lyko?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I see you crossing that side, like crossing that road."
I've taken pictures of my friends from a distance to fuck with them.
Yeah.
I've told this story on stream before. This did not happen. This is all fake. I did, in hypothetical senses, I did break into my friend's house to deliver them a haunted doll.
Oh my god.
Because they weren't home. That's all. I'll just stop it there.
That's all. That's it. That's the tea.
I thought you were. I could go deeper into the story. Do you want to know?
Why are
There's
you
not much.
placing a
There's not
haunted?
much more.
Why are you placing a haunted doll in your friend's house?
Well, this is a hypothetical, first of all, so let's not talk
Okay,
about
hypothetically.
this like this is real. This is all
Hypothetically.
hypothetical.
Hypothetically, why would you place a haunted doll in your friend's
So
house?
hypothetically, I was looking for doll clips for a stuffed animal I was making.
Yeah.
And in fiction, my friend was oh, why are you bringing me up?
So you can sit on my knee.
Oh, I like it. Can you put me more in your lap?
Sure, hang on.
Thank you. I love you. In hypothetical, my friend was not home, was vacationing and whatnot. And I had the clothes that I wanted for the plush I was making, but
Yeah.
now I had to deal with the doll, and the doll did look haunted and fucked up. So it was like I could probably make it more cursed. So I threw it into the bonfire in the library's backyard. Got some bandages, looked up some curses to send your friends on google.com, wrote those onto the bandages, wrapped the doll in bandages.
Oh my god, you're psychotic! Hypothetically.
My friend, hypothetically psychotic, my friend had someone watching their house while they were away. So I knocked on the door, and I knew the person who was watching their house, so they let me in. And first of all, I replaced one of their family photos with a picture of someone else, just some guy. And I want to see how long it would take him to notice. You know?
Oh, what?
And then I put the haunted doll in their in the bed, and I left.
Hypothetically, you are absolutely insane.
Hypothetically, it was one of the funniest things I've ever done. Hypothetically, my friend also threw the doll away immediately. So,
Yeah, I wonder
was
why.
it worth it? I did get some really funny videos of me wandering their house and making their action figures kiss. Other than that, getting on a watch list or even behind bars, because I've been friends with this person for my entire life, aka 2 weeks! 2 weeks!
2 weeks and you're giving him haunted dolls. Yay!
Anyway, shout out to my friend, shout out to the haunted doll, shout out to the person watching their house. Shout out to LykoLianna, who was also there and helped me break into the house. Thank you, LykoLianna, for helping me break into the house.
You're
hypothetically,
welcome.
in fiction.
Yeah, hypothetically, I just kind of like, I hacked into the security system.
Hypothetically, thank you for also cursing the doll.
Yeah, you see, I used to have a haunted Furby, and I needed the demon that was haunting my Furby to move on to the doll, so that's what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty fire. That's actually pretty fire. Can I come up with my own Reddit bad date story real quick?
Yes. Is it gonna be like a pretend fake story until it turns up being real like mine?
No. This one's completely fictionalized.
Okay.
I don't have anything exciting. My life is shockingly boring, other than the incident. All right. So, me, 2 weeks F, go on date, wants to meet up at FurryCon, agree because furries are sexy.
Yeah.
Meet up at FurryCon, things are normal, learning about furries, LOL. We go out to lunch. We are eating super spicy chicken. My tummy's so big and grumbly, date says. Offer to rub her tummy. They say, no, I got this. Loud ass fart, followed by plastic crinkling noise. Realize they're wearing a diaper, and they just fill it. Offer to change them. Is now my wife. What do you think? What do you think?
This sounds like it's real.
It's real? Is that what you think?
It sounds real. Are you married? To a furry?
Am I married?
It's the furry, Dr. Nova, because today on stream, you know that Dr. Nova Senpai admitted that she was a furry, and she was a
yeah.
account.
She did some. Oh, for sure. I've been
Hey,
you know
Helga?
what? I've been thinking about a random Zootopia fanfiction. You know, maybe Nova's on some real shit.
Yeah, I agree. I told Nova, I mean, you could probably see it because it was in the, you know, what did I tell her? I said it's okay, we can wear furry masks together and hold hands, and then after our faces are all sweaty from the fur, we can smooch. But then she didn't reply, she left me on red.
I feel like, and I don't mean to be that guy, I think for your own safety you should probably wear a diaper as well. I'm not gonna be that guy, but you should probably wear a diaper in your fursuit just in case, because you know it's so difficult to get to get the fursuit off, and you know you don't wanna be having to rush into the bathroom and you accidentally pee yourself, because that'd be really embarrassing. So maybe you should wear a diaper, you know, just to avoid that embarrassment.
Are you speaking from experience? Because it sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Well, I don't know what you're up to. I don't know what you're thinking. You're thinking some terrible things. I can't believe LykoLianna's into diaper play, y'all.
I can't believe that Paige is just like, you know, is just. Why are so many people just closeted furries? I think she should just embrace herself, and then she'd be much more happy.
I'm not
in life.
closeted. I've been very open about being a furry.
Okay, good. I'm proud of you.
I've been very open that my fursona would, in fact, be a fox, but actually I've been rethinking it, and I sort of think a maned wolf is more my style.
Mwah. I kissed you because I'm proud of you. I lifted you up.
Aww, what would your fursona be? Lyko, quick. Lyko, quick. Lyko, quick.
A lemur, maybe.
A lemur.
A
Just like
ring-tailed
Mori Calliope.
lemur.
Well, now I'm worried that you're stealing fursonas from people.
That's the first, because that's the first thing that popped into my head, because lemur also starts with the letter L.
Are you stealing people's fursonas?
What do you mean? My actual persona is Shadow.
Are you stealing?
My actual persona is
this is
Shadow
literally
Bliss,
a closed species.
Shadow Bliss, Raven Heart, and it was actually I was Shadow the Hedgehog's secret wife. He had to keep me hidden because Sonic got jealous and tried to kidnap me and tried to brainwash me into loving him. But I could never love Sonic. I could only ever love Shadow the Hedgehog, which is... So Shadow... This is why
LykoLianna?
Shadow and Sonic are... Don't interrupt me!
Look at me.
Don't interrupt me! And this is why
God.
Shadow and Sonic are enemies, because Sonic tried to kidnap me and brainwash me. And Dr. Eggman tried to help him. Yeah. Yes, Paige? What were you saying?
Well, I was going to say, more realistically, you'd be Eggman's wife. Okay, I have something for us to do. Is it okay if I give us an activity now that we don't have anything to read? Unless you want to end stream.
I'll probably go for like another 20 minutes. Hey, Captain! Welcome on in. Yeah, come on.
Okay, let's.
What a time to come in.
Let's
to the stream.
speed run this then.
Okay.
I think this is a little bit relevant to what we're doing. Where in the world are you? There we are. There you are.
Under your bed.
Can you open this up on stream? Can we do this together?
Hang on.
You don't have to do them all. We can just do everything. We can just do everyone that stands out to us.
Hang on. Okay, give me a sec. I need to open this in incognito.
I'll do my own incognito mode. I'll do my own version of the list as well, so don't even worry about it. I hate to say it, not all of these are what we want though. You're gonna have to scroll back. You're gonna have to scroll past some disgusting things.
Okay, give me a second. I'm just setting it up on OBS. Oh my god, what is my life? What is happening? What is Paige getting me
I think we're having a good time, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What?
Definitely.
I don't get you into anything. You get me into slop, and I have to get you out of it because I'm the most responsible member of vtuberclips. spontaneous page collab. It really is. That's what we've devolved into.
I love myself as a spontaneous page collab. Hang on,
I think
need
every
to-
stream should be a spontaneous page collab.
Create new window capture, tier list.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to give the chat warning?
About what? The fact that you're doing a fucking furry tier list?
Hottest furries, to be exact. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay, you're
Hottest
right.
female furries.
How dare
Put
I?
some fucking respect. I'm gonna already start on this. I'm already getting it going.
It's not coming up. That's weird. Hang on, I might have to change the capture method because it's not appearing.
I'm praying for you that you can figure out how to make it work. You already blew the fucking gasket on what this is, so...
You told me to! You told me to warn them!
Okay, maybe I did, but that's because I thought you were gonna be faster, and now I know you're a slowpoke.
Because my thing's being fucking weird and
This
not-
is a... The Splatoon girls are not furries. Do not fucking play with me. They're S tier, though. God damn. Guys, this furry tier list got hands, not gonna lie.
Oh my god, let me...
There we go. There we go.
Hang on. No.
Gotta crop out all the
I was trying to crop out, there's too many ads, so I think I'll just have to... Oh yeah, all my like fucking what is it? My bookmarks of good stories, streaming references. What does my other bookmark say? VTuber
That's
assets.
what I was gonna say. You got AO3? You got AO3 up there?
No, I don't. I have. You wanna know what I have? Let's see what I have. I have VTuber assets, streaming references, good stores, artists, entomologist in that's like a webtoon. I don't know what Crouch is. Substream, a live 2D search for like a commission place. React bits, idle game maker. I don't know what make an outline is. And then like random background music.
Alright.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Okay, let's get this. Let's
Okay,
get
it's
this.
Let's get this ball a rolling.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to actually change it because
You
I'm in a
have 20
shoes.
minutes left of life. We gotta.
I'm in a shoes background, so I
What?
also have to change that. So.
Hey.
Yeah, you're making this. You're making this so like.
Oh,
Okay.
are you gonna say I'm making this difficult? Am I
Yes.
making this difficult, Lyko?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Ah.
Mom, you don't fucking control me anymore.
There you go. Now you're popping out of my book. Are you happy? Are you happy now?
Yes, I am happy. I'm very happy. Thank you.
Okay. Shall we do this? Best skill. Only one may go here.
In the post. I'm already in here.
Okay.
Do you want to know what I've done already?
What have you done already?
Okay, best girl is Stella from Hell of a Boss, of course. Don't play with me. S tier is Roxanne Wolf from Five Nights at Freddy's. Rouge the Bat. I think her name's Marina from Splatoon. That sexy ass wolf from Bad Guys.
Yeah.
Mari, maybe from Splatoon. Glamrock Chica and Shiver from Splatoon. A tier is Mare Bellwether, Luna, Shakira, the Gazelle, the alien squirrel rat, the Scrat, if you will.
Yeah.
Wanda from One Piece, and Splatoon girl that I don't know the name of, and then B tier is Pearl from Splatoon, and that's all I got right now.
Alright, let's start. Okay, I'm gonna start with, so we got Amy from Sonic. She's kind of annoying. She's obsessed with Sonic. I'm gonna say F. Angel.
I thought you liked Shadow. I thought you wouldn't care about
Uh,
what's up in Amy's territory.
I feel like Amy was such a good character, and then they kind of nerfed her. Purely because
I think, yeah,
of
Prime
the animation.
Prime Amy is definitely Planet tier.
Applejack is
They
A.
had to nerf her, now she's Street tier.
Angie is B. She's alright, I guess. This person, I feel like I recognize her, but I can't remember where I recognize her from. Where's she
I'm
from?
trying to figure out what character you're talking about. Are you
the
talking
bunny
about Lola
girl.
Bunny?
No, this isn't Lola Bunny. This is someone else. I don't know who this is.
Let me open up a little bit. Let me see. Oh, I have no clue then, actually. Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. This one I also recognize, but I can't remember the name. This is a mom, you know, good mom energy goes there. This girl was a cunt, so she can go here. I don't know who
Okay,
this
but that's
is.
kind of the appeal. Don't play with me.
She's not a furry. She's like, I wouldn't even call her a scaly. I'd call this a slimy, but you know what? Yeah.
Slimy.
Don't know who this is. Mom energy, but you know what? I'm gonna put her here. Sexy wolf, she can go into A. The fawn girl from I think this is from Spyro. I thought she was hot when I was a kid, so she can go there. Fluttershy.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I like Applejack better than a Fluttershy. Haru!
Did you just have an attack? What was that?
Did I what?
That was complete. You just said gibberish. You went flush.
I said Fluttershy is better than Applejack. No, wait, Applejack's better than Fluttershy. I mean...
Maybe that was me having a stroke.
Oh, well, your beautiful genmate has decided to join us. Hello, woo woo. Hi.
Hello, Boo Boo. We're making a sexy furry tier list. Would you like to join us?
I think she would love to join us.
She'd love to join us. Hey, can you scroll down? What the fuck are those two characters at the bottom? That is not. What the fuck is that? Those are circles, bro. That's not furry. All the way down. All the way down.
All the way down? What the fuck are these? I have no idea who these are.
What the fuck are these circles?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm not even gonna rank them. I'm not ranking them.
Yeah.
You don't get ranked.
There's a lot of Pokemon in here.
There's a disgusting amount of Pokemon.
There's a lot of Pokemon in here. Twilight, Sparkle. I'm sorry, Twilight. You're gonna go into the F tier.
Oh shit.
Pinkie Pie, F.
She's L-Goons. She's L-Goons.
Celestia, F. Any other My Little Pony characters? Oh, Rarity,
There's
F.
definitely some.
Let's see, what are the other?
I'm making a tier right now for hot body, but personality is rough.
Because other people into Pokemon, unfortunately. You see a lot of My Little Pony, right? Oh, this is that fucking...
I don't think most of the Pokemon count as furries, though.
I mean...
In no world can you convince me that fucking Suicune or whatever his name is a furry. That's not a furry.
D, F.
I'm serious about this furry shit, y'all.
Oh, this is. Oh, I like this character.
They got Talking Angela.
Gardevoir is easy furry bait.
Talk Angela, W Goons.
Oh, they got that fucking what's her face, the singing unicorn girl. She was supposed to be the Pinkie Pie replacement in the new My Little Pony gen. Gonna put her there.
Oh, I have no clue.
Luna, she can go into like A tier. She's like goth girl Guna bait right there. So she can go here.
No personality, but that body is on point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Luna. No, Luna can be in C here.
Princess Luna?
Yeah, Princess Luna.
Okay. Just making sure. There's a lot of furries named Luna.
Let's see. That isn't this a bitchy mom from Deltarune? She can. Oh wait, no, I know who she is.
Oh,
she
shit.
can go here.
Oh, W Goons. Where did you put her?
I put her in like F tier.
That's cruel. That's cruel.
She's
That's
a cruel person.
Oh, she's evil, but I hate to say it. Some of that art making me come around.
I haven't seen any of the art.
Come around, I will. Sorry, who said that?
Yeah. I actually really like that anime. Not anime. Yeah, anime? Cartoon? Whatever. I can't remember the name of it, but like, you know, she's like a beast, turned into a beast person and is trying to get herself back into a human. I like that one. Beast Next Door or something like that. I can't remember what it was called.
brand new animal.
Is that what yeah, something like that. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's B&A, brand new animal.
Yeah. I was close. I got the B and the N right.
You were very close.
I was very close.
I'll give you half a point for being very close.
I know what this is from. This is one of the furry comics. I can't remember what it is, but I remember reading it as a kid and absolutely fucking loving it. I'm gonna put this up here.
What? Hold on. I don't know.
This character, I
no
recognize. I don't remember where it's from, but I recognize this character.
You know what? Someone should get a sauce on this furry. Figure out where this furry is from now. Chat, look on Fur Affinity. Figure out where this who this furry is now. Thank you.
All right, let's see. The Pikachu. No. You. I don't know who you are. No.
Batty.
Miss Muffet is fucking S tier bullers. Fucking, she's a fucking queen. Or fucking, she can bite me up and wrap me up in silk any day. I don't fucking care.
Would you let her lay eggs in you? Be honest.
Yes.
Your silence. Okay, there we go. There we go. I was gonna say your silence speaks volumes.
Oh, the bunny.
Oh my god. I'm seeing furries in here that I didn't even know existed. I'm seeing furries that I never thought possible. Oh my god, wait, what's her name? What's her name? The bunny. The bunny from Sonic. The small one.
Oh, Cream?
What's Cream's mom's name? Cream's mom is here.
Oh.
Holy shit. W Goons.
Why is Cream's mom here?
I don't know, because she's a fucking icon. You have an issue with it?
Yeah, vanilla and cream. Yeah. No, I don't have an issue.
She's vanilla.
I'm just, you know. Let's see.
Talk to the brick wall.
I'm
I've
just
had
very.
enough of you.
Oh yeah, you know, fucking.
Where? Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh, the Queen Chrysalis A tier.
Oh yeah. Lykar, where do you rank the blushing furry Discord emoji?
Which one?
Can you scroll down a little bit? It's next to a white snake.
Next to a white snake.
Oh yeah, there it is. Hold on. Go up. Go. You're freaking me out. Go up.
I'm up.
Sorry, I can't see in real time.
You're fine. That's the
Okay,
red snake.
The row is going to be, there's a white snake. She's got some sort of tattoo situation around the neck, and it's sandwiched in between like a blue deer looking girl.
A blue deer.
It also has
girl.
Lola Bunny in the same tier. Scroll up above Salazar.
This one? Oh, what the fuck? Why is this in here?
Are we ranking this one?
Sure.
Or, I mean,
A, I guess.
S-tier goons probably. Oh, you know what? No, you're fair. Not a lot of personality, but that's still pretty good goons.
Okay, let's see. I don't know who this is, but I like the look of her, so she's gonna go into A tier. This is fucking
alright.
Crash Bandicoot's sister. She's good with computers. She can go here. I don't know who she is, but she's got big titties, so she can go here. She looks grumpy.
Okay,
so
alright.
She can go here. I don't know who this is. So
We're doing boob-based power scaling now. Awesome.
Isabel's kind of
see something because
overrated.
they have one of the wolves from Alpha and Omega. If you know what that is, I'm trying to see if they have the one that was one of my first girl crushes. They don't. It's a shame. Lyko, mine is boring because I just ranked all the characters I know. I'm gonna send this to you though.
Okay. I'm literally just trying to go through the things. Oh, this is a cat.
I didn't expect you to want to try and speedrun through the entire thing, but I salute you. You are very brave. You're very cool. You're very tough.
I don't know who that is.
And
I don't
hopefully
want
one
to
day
be-
you will be forgiven
No.
by heaven itself.
Yes.
Okay. Lyko, I'm sending you my goon list. There you go.
Judy's too pushy. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of liked her in the first one, but in the second one, she ended up being a bit too pushy for me. And because of her attitude, I'm putting her into F. Otherwise, she would have been higher.
Oh, you don't like okay, I see.
She was too pushy in the
I
second
see.
movie. I was annoying. She just wouldn't listen. If she just sat there and fucking listened, half the movie would like not exist.
I have my takes about Zootopia too. That may be one of them though. What do you think of my goon list whenever you're ready to look at it?
I think it's great.
Thank you. I love you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I wish you were.
and,
I wish you were on that list.
You know, I think we have we have a few similarities in here. You know, I'm looking at your list and I'm comparing it to my list.
Yeah.
And I
There's some
think,
similarities, yeah.
and I think that we do. We have a decent amount of similarities. Maybe I should only do the ones I know.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier and faster.
Okay.
Oh fuck, I forgot Gumball's mom. Oops, sorry
I
y'all.
know a lot of them.
Okay, well, how about the ones you have an opinion on? Because I didn't put most of the My Little Ponies I don't have an opinion on.
Narrow it down for me. Okay, yeah,
Candy
okay.
Cates? Oh shit.
Let me try to. Okay, let me go through here and I'll just like, you know, put the ones in that I have an opinion on, I guess. Okay, this is a little bit
I'm
harder.
gonna moderate chat while you do this. I'm gonna make sure chat is
He left for
ethically
2 minutes
gooning.
and I'm reading theories.
It's been more than 2 minutes. You were gone for more than 2 minutes. Don't lie. Don't lie. Oh my god, wait, that big jaguar bitch down there is a woman. Holy shit, that might actually be changing the game. We got butch furries now?
You like these above.
Gumball's mom so far. Oh my god, yes. Yes! I did not need to know this. You need to know a lot of things. You're getting learned right now. Okay, I've been gone for an hour. There we go. Finally, some truth in your comment section. I was worried it would be nothing but lies and deceit. Queen Bee is such a fun character. Oh my god.
Yes.
I think she would be higher up on my goon list if she showed up more.
Yeah, it's a shame she's only showed up once. Or technically twice, I guess.
Yeah, but like, you know what? She had an impact the 2 times she was here, but I want her to hang out more. She's like Luna's friend. Come on, we can get it.
Yeah. I mean, isn't she like literally one of the like 7 sins?
She is one of the 7 deadly sins. She's Beelzebub.
I'm not gonna bother picking any of the fucking Pokemon. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to like make it so my list is only the things that I have like a proper opinion on.
Yeah.
This girl was like bad.
I could not name a majority of these characters. This is very funny. Oh, the secretary bird from Agretsuko? Is that what it's called? Oh, yeah.
She's cool. I like her. I'm pretty sure
she's awesome.
You guys can't. This character here, I'm pretty sure I have seen, interesting things on Twitter, animations on Twitter involving that character.
Oh, it's from the dinosaur dating sim, right?
I have no idea what it's from. I remember seeing something on Twitter, and I remember looking at it looked like this character. I don't know if it's the exact same character or not. And it was very goodbye, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I scrolled past really quickly so I didn't have to look at it. And I hadn't seen it since.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I liked something that's been changing some shit. I've had just real pornography show up on my timeline.
Ew! I've never had that, at least.
Well, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Also, Wave and Whisper Ring here's a cool add-on. Are those Sonics? Are those Sonics?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Like, I'm trying to I'm like I'm like locked in looking at these characters. I'm like locked in at the moment.
Oh, you know what? I'll just I'll sit here in silence. We'll give you.
Okay, no, you don't have to
we'll
sit
give
here in
you-
silence.
I'll give you some time. I mean,
I don't know who to put at
maybe-
the very
you know
top.
what?
You know what? This. Bam.
how about this? How about this? It looks like you care a lot about personality and aura.
I do.
Okay. Let's compare what almost let's compare what someone who goons only to bodies to someone who has a little bit more of a sapiosexual taste.
Hang on, let me move all these people down. Because these are also the ones that I was just like, oh no. We don't need to worry about the Unos.
Okay. Oh, you're just erasing all the bitches, the nobodies, all the frauds.
Yeah. Amy can stay there, that's fine.
Only one who survives the My Little Pony. No!
I don't even know
Thought
who
you
that
were gonna let her
person
live,
is.
but you killed her. You killed her.
Yeah, I think this is good enough.
Let's see. Why is Bubs? Why is Beazel Bubs your best girl?
Because out of this tier list, she's probably like the most appealing to me, design-wise and personality-wise. She's a girl's girl. She's a real
Stella S
true-
tier, okay. You know
She's
ball, you know ball.
She's a real girl's girl, and I appreciate that. Like, when she first appeared, I thought she was gonna be an absolute cunt, but she ended up being a proper girl's girl, and I was like, I really like that.
Hey, well, can I ask why Stella's here? I'm actually shocked by that.
Bad bitch energy.
Fuck yes. Fuck
You know how I
yes.
feel about her. I've gone on rants about her, about how disappointed I am in her. But, you know, she's got bad bitch energy.
You know what? We can have the the Helliverse hate them stream someday.
We
It's not
shall.
this day. Can you put up my list on stream, please?
Yes.
Does Mari actually count as a furry? I don't think any of the Splatoons should count as furries. I don't.
Yeah. Look, it's double
There's
me!
squids. There's squids and they're girls. Whoa, there's two of you. What the hell? Why
There's
did they
two of
let
me.
there be two of you? We need to destroy one of you.
Which one would you like to destroy?
Kill the one in the background. It looks weaker. It looks like it has low vitamin D.
I do have low vitamin D.
I could tell. I clocked someone for being a child of divorce earlier. I think I'm on a roll.
Alright, we'll do this, and then I gotta wrap up.
I'll let you go. Thank you for W gooning with me.
Wait, no, we gotta
Thank
bring up
you.
your list first, real quick, aren't we?
Yeah. You know what? I'm just preemptively saying it. Can't a girl
Oh.
preemptively say goodbye?
No?
Okay, fine. I'll hold on to my goodbyes. Goddamn.
Alright, explain your tier list to me.
Stella S tier because she's a bad bitch and I need hashtag all that. S tier are characters I find attractive, both personality-wise and body-wise. So we got Roxanne Wolf Rouge, the Bat, we got a bitch from Splatoon who I don't remember the name of, I just think she's hot as fuck. Bad Guys Wolf, that I don't know the name of either. We got Mari, we got Glamrock Chica, we got Shiver, we got Beelzebub. She would be so fucking bad. She'd be so fucking bad if she showed up more. God, you fucking decapitated yourself again.
I'm fine, don't worry
We
about
got
it.
Callie, we got Queen Chrysalis, bad bitch. We got Vanilla, bad bitch. That's my mommy right there. And we got the Tiger girl, who I don't know the name of. I just know I liked her. A tier is like, I like your body, or at least like part of you, but not the whole, not all of it. So we got Bellwether. I like that she's a crazy bitch, and I was a little bit endeared by her. I don't like that she's like fantasy racist or whatever, but Everybody has those days. Everybody makes mistakes. Luna is got that body, got that hashtag body yaddy yaddy.
Luna's
But
got
she has
that
no
goth girl
personality,
Luna.
so we'll see.
I mean, her
We'll see what's
personality
up.
is I'm angry.
Yeah, but she also like never fucking talks ever.
That's true.
We got Gazelle
Gazelle,
from
mhm.
Zootopia. I like that she's Shakira, and she is very, very bad. This isn't, sorry, Pokey here, this isn't tiered. This isn't tiered. This isn't like, this is just like they're all ubiquitously, is that how you say it? They're
Yeah, I
all
think
just
so.
A tier. There's
Yeah.
there's no high A or low A.
Oh my god, the
There's
shark
no-
guy
there's
from
no
fucking.
way.
Oh yeah, I should have put him in my fucking somewhere on there.
No, that's the sister. We got Gazelle from
Oh, the
Zootopia.
sister. Okay,
She
yeah.
doesn't have a personality, but she's hot. We got the alien from Scrat, and we got the sexy rat from Scrat. I need no explanation. We got Wanda from One Piece. She's bad as fuck, but she never shows up. So, I don't know her name from Splatoon. I like her big ass forehead. I think she's dating Shiver. So I respect that relationship, so she's lower.
Yeah.
Judy got that body, but personality-wise, not a big fan.
Yeah, I agree.
Mifna, is that her name? Whatever it is, she's hot, so I put her up there. I don't know the name of the goth dog from
Goofy.
a goofy
A
movie.
goofy movie.
I think, question mark. A goofy movie. Just thought she was hot. Don't know who this goat woman is, just thought she was hot. Discord logo's there for obvious W Goons. We got the cat girl from Fortnite for obvious W Goons. We got Taskmaster from Deltarune for obvious W Goons. And we got Lola Bunny. And then B tier we got Pearl, because I respect my glorious fat-headed baby queen.
Fat-haired gremlin queen. We stand Pearl.
Fat-headed baby gremlin queen. But I think I would mostly vibe with her personality-wise.
I think
Because
so,
here's
too.
the thing. We can't. Two girls with two big foreheads, we can't. If we touch our precious microbiome, something dangerous might happen, you know?
Mm-mm.
I'm scared of that happening. And that's my list. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for sharing your list with us. It is, you know,
And
very.
you know what? Thank you, Lyko, for entertaining me. I will be expecting you to be in your fursuit wearing a diaper as well. I'll see you soon, baby cakes.
Okay, bye-bye. Love you.
Okay, bye. Okay, is stream over? Okay.
No, it's still
Okay, talk
going.
about how you're... Okay, whatever. I was gonna say, you know what? Doesn't matter. I was
Wait,
just
wait,
gonna
wait.
talk about how your fans have no taste in furries, but we don't need to talk about that right
Oh
now.
my god, you can't insult the LykoLiannas like that. We're still alive. Talk
They
about
won't
it.
be alive for long if it helps.
Okay.
They won't remember any of this when they wake up. Hey, can I plug myself real quick?
Yeah, plug yourself. Plug what do you want to plug?
Hello, it's me, Pagatha Turner, the smartest, cutest, youngest girl of vtuberuprising 5th generation oral pain. And
Yeah.
I am here to tell you that you should follow my twitter.com, formerly known as X, or my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you have any upcoming events you want to talk about?
Fuck.
Any
Let me check
merch,
my
upcoming
shit.
events? What you doing for Valentine's?
Yeah. I'm writing a randomized X reader fic, which I guess is up your alley. Fine. Thursday, got some shit. 2 p.m. PST. We're doing oral radio, whatever. Next day at 1 p.m. PST, I'm finally holding a funeral for Paige Munculus. I've had her body rotting in my closet for the last 3 weeks. We don't need to talk about it.
No. poor
Saturday
baby.
is Valentine's Day, and I will be writing randomized X reader fic. Everything will be randomized from the genre to who I'm shipping the reader
Cough,
with.
cough.
And on the 15th at 5:30 p.m. PST, I will be doing a Valentine's karaoke. I've chosen only the most romantic of songs, and you guys will enjoy it, and it will put a smile on your face. That's all. That's all I
I'm
got.
excited.
Lyko, thanks for breastfeeding me this entire time. I really appreciate
You're
how much
welcome.
you do for me. She can confess her love for us for Valentine's Day. I'll be confessing something.
Well, damn.
Until next time. Well, till next time, LykoLianna. Thank you.
Till
once
next
again,
time.
and
Thank
I
you.
love you.
Thank you. Love you.
I
Bye.
love you.
Love you. I love her. She's great. Unfortunately, I do have to go. I got some things I got to work on. I was gonna go for longer today. I was gonna go for longer and continue on with Final Fantasy over on Twitch, but unfortunately, I forgot I have some stuff I have to go do with my sister, so I will need to be going to do that. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed the Reddit stories, and I hope that you also enjoyed the last part where Paige kind of joined on in. I was very much happy to have her on my stream. I guess the TLDR of this stream is keep starbursts in your pockets, and you can, to fascinate a woman, you just have to drive around and yodel to her. Most of the time, this upcoming week, I need to do like my waiting rooms. I need to do some waiting rooms. I kind of want to do another members chatting stream. I want to do some Minecraft and some other events that are happening. I'll figure it out though. In the meantime, thank you all so much for coming. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you for Minecraft tomorrow, yeah? Yeah. Enjoy everyone, bye!